It's time for Eufaula High football with Doug Applin, Keith Bryan, John Wayne Robinson, and Jimmy Simmons.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha Agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Oh, yeah. Check. I still can't hear on there.
Check. There's a little bit of a delay typically.
All right. That's it.
Okay. Well, we're going to start our pregame show a little late.
That's me.
Okay. We are finally got everything. We are minus. You can't tell we're minus one Mr. Doug Applin tonight. Doug is normally our technical specialist on this and runs the computer. And so we are getting started about 8 minutes late here on the pregame show. But since we are here now and you can hear us, I'll try to restate what we had already talked about that you could not hear. Of course, the Vigor Wolves come in tonight. Vigor ranked number 2 in the state. They are 10-1 on the season. They finished only one loss on the year. That was to 6A Baker. Baker won that game in the last week of the season 10-9. But Vigor is outscoring their opponents 36-4, actually 36-5, I guess, 36.2 points on offense, 4.7 points given up on defense on average. So it's been a very impressive run for Vigor this year. Vigor has played Eufaula 3 times, all in the playoffs in the past. The last time came 7 years ago when Vigor defeated Eufaula in a close game down in Mobile 19-7. That team had KD Hill on the team for Eufaula. It was a very talented Eufaula squad. It was a close game, 1 touchdown. The other 2 games not so close. 35-14 the last time Vigor came to Eufaula. That was in 2010, 14 years ago. And the only other time the Tigers played Vigor was in 2008 in Mobile or in Pritchard Stadium, 30-7. Vigor was victorious in that game. Jalston Fowler actually was the big running back for Vigor that time. Typically, you have a big physical team for Vigor. I'm sure they have good size this year as I watched them warm up, but a little more speed, quickness, and skill. They throw the ball extremely well. In the past, it was Vigor. A power running game most of the times is what we saw when we played them. This year they throw the ball around quite a bit. Very talented quarterback and receivers, and a good running back as well. Carlos Benjamin, number 1, is going to be the primary running back for them. He is listed at 5'7", 165. The quarterback Sammy Dunn, he is listed at 5'10", 171. He is a junior quarterback. Benjamin is a senior running back. The wide receiver who sometimes plays quarterback in Dunn's absence is Dylan Jackson. He is listed at 5'7", 157. So a lot of speed and quickness for Vigor in the skill positions. I'm sure they have the size on the line, but maybe not quite as big as what we've seen in some past years, but certainly have been effective this year as we said, they came in 10-1, undefeated in region play. Going down their schedule for the season, they opened up with Blunt. They were victorious 38-6. Tuscaloosa County 36-7, LaFleur 60-0. UMS Wright fell to them 30-14. Understand UMS Wright had 5 turnovers in that game, one of which was when they were in the goal-to-go situation inside the 5-yard line. It was returned quite a distance. I think Vigor scored on the very next play, according to Coach Jernigan. So that was basically a 14-point swing in that game. It ended up being a 16-point defeat, but that was in week 4. Citronelle, also a playoff team, they lost 32-6 to Vigor. Alberta 40-0. Faith Academy 48-7. Williamson 19-2. I understand Williamson played pretty good against Vigor defensively, but it was 2 big plays through the air that was really the difference in that ball game. They defeated BC Rain 40-0. Of course, we mentioned Baker 10-9. It was their only defeat of the season, and last week, Sipsey Valley in the first round of the playoffs, Vigor was victorious 46-0. So very impressive Vigor team coming in tonight. But looking at the Tigers, John Wayne, Tigers a big win on the road last week over Beauregard, 30-20. No one really expected. Vigor was a slight favorite, but most people expected Beauregard to win that ball game. They were only about a 2-point favorite, but I happen to be listening to the Alabama High School Athletic Association statewide radio scoreboard show on the way home, and they interviewed the Beauregard play-by-play man. I don't know if you heard that or not, but it was kind of interesting because they brought him on. They said, "Well, hey, hate y'all lost tonight or whatever. What happened?" He said, "Man, Eufaula come out in an I formation. They hadn't run that all season." They said they had this young man named Jalen Wright at quarterback, and man, he could run that I formation. He was hard to corral, hard to bring down. He said they kept the ball away from our offense, and that's pretty much so what we did. We controlled the ball for a lot of the third quarter. It was tied at halftime, 14 apiece, but Beauregard took a quick 7-0 lead after Eufaula turnover.
We gave them no 7
on the third play of the game. The Tigers converted a first down, and they give them a short field after a fumble. And the Tigers responded, came back and took a 14-7 lead. Beauregard scored late, right before halftime to tie it at 14. But Eufaula came out and really took control of the second half. And hopefully, another week of practice running that. I understand that's what we'll see tonight again. And hopefully the Tigers will be able. They ran it great last week, but with only a couple of weeks of practice, I mean, certainly another week of practice will help them be a little sharper on their timing, I would think.
But they still have something to fall back on if it doesn't work, what they've ran all year.
That's right.
And that spread offense. So I think we came out in the third quarter last week. I want to say it was less than 7 minutes to go in the third when we scored. Maybe been less than that. But, I mean, we eat up the third quarter from one end of the field to the other. Just, what I call George Cochran football. I mean, just give me 3, give me 4, give me a first down, give me 3, give me 5.
It really was reminiscent of that. I thought about that. That it was certainly old school football. You could have looked out there, and it could have been 40 years ago.
I remember back in the early '80s, which was a long time ago. Pro I right power bootleg pass, one of my favorite plays. I mean, it come out of that I formation, and it's if you're not prepared for it, it's hard to defend.
Well, and that's what I was talking to Coach Durgan about last night, that it was, running that nowadays is really a change of pace because nobody does it. Nobody really lines up and runs straight at people anymore much. It's a lot of side-to-side misdirection and deception.
You have to have a really good disciplined offensive line to get their block, hold their block 3 to 5 seconds, and get out on that linebacker and give your running back the opportunity to get those 5 yards.
That's right. And it was a strong running attack last week. And we mentioned Jalen Wright. He was over 100 yards on the ground, had a 65-yard touchdown run called back, and that was a thing of beauty. It was a broken play on 3rd and long, over 10 yards. I think it was 3rd and 13. He reversed his field, which sometimes is a bad idea, but in high school, a lot of times it works out.
Right.
He picked up some blocks and took it all the way. But there was a bad.
I was standing on about the 20, looking back to where the play was on the other end of the field, and when he turned the corner, I saw the flag come out behind him. And so, I mean, and a great job by Mr. Lee catching that on camera. I noticed a picture of it in his pictures from the game, and just a poor decision by a young man, but luckily it didn't cost his team.
Well, I just happened to have the game summary from last week. Eufaula held the ball for almost 7 minutes to start the third quarter. They scored with 5:05 on the clock. So 12-minute quarters, of course, in high school football. So 6 minutes and 55 seconds. It was a 10-play, 66-yard drive all on the ground. And that was the thing. Only 5 passes were thrown last week in that football game, and 5 for 5. And 2 of them were conversions, one on 3rd down, one on 4th down. Right. And I know we came out and threw it on 4th down. I think that was the very first pass attempt of the game, was that 4th down conversion. And that's one thing I will say. He was accurate on his throws. He threw it where the receiver could catch it. So
I think that's one thing that's going to be key tonight is not doing 3 and out in 30 seconds and giving them the ball back. I think we've got to have some really good clock management tonight. And even if we go 3 and out, it needs to take up as much of that clock as it can to get that 3 and out.
And of course, last week we saw several players go both ways. And of course, if I start calling names, I'm gonna forget someone. I know we had. I know Jonathan Butts went both ways. We had. Kevion Lamons went both ways. And, of course, on his birthday, Jave Williams had a great game, both on defense and on offense, scored 2 touchdowns, ran the ball very hard. And there was one other lineman that's a defensive lineman that switched over on the offensive line, and we'll have to pick up his name in a minute. I have it eludes me right this minute. We'll have to give that young man credit later. But I understand there's going to be maybe even a little bit more of that tonight as Coach Jernigan. I don't know if he said that on the game broadcast or if he told us off the air, but we'll just wait till the game starts and
Well, you're in that point of the season now. It's win or go home.
That's right.
So whatever the cost is, these young men's got to be ready to pay the price and go both ways. And, like Coach said last week, that we asked him at halftime how those guys were doing that were going both ways. He said, they're doing fine. We just got to recognize when we need to give them a break, get them watered down, and put them back out there. But it takes a lot of heart at 5A, 6A, 7A football for a young man to go both ways, because there's so much talent at that level of high school that you can put 11 on one side, 11 on the other, 11 more on the front team, and give kids a break. So to go both ways, it takes a lot of heart, a lot of discipline, and a lot of learning. So, big shout out to those guys that are doing that.
And hopefully tonight, it's going to be the coolest night that we've had this season.
Yeah, that's what I told them. After 12 weeks, we finally get a night with some football weather.
That's right. And, it's in the low 60s right now, I believe, and it will be somewhere right around 50 degrees when this game is over with. So for those guys that are going both ways, it should be a little easier on those guys. It's not a hot, humid night. So it'll take a valiant effort from these Tigers to come out of here with a victory. But if the Tigers do win tonight, they have an opportunity. Of course, Andalusia is on the road to UMS Wright. UMS Wright made the playoffs as the 4th seed out of the Mobile area. And for the 14th straight season, they got past the first round. So Coach Terry Curtis down there does an excellent job. They made the playoffs at 4-6. They're now 5-6. They host the Andalusia Bulldogs tonight. And if they win, and if Eufaula could pull off the upset of Vigor tonight, then the Tigers would be headed back to Andalusia for a rematch. And I think that's a game that
all these guys
would love to have a second chance.
These coaches too.
Yeah, so probably arguably the worst game the Tigers played this year. They just did not play well on either side of the ball. Coming off a big victory at Greenville the week before, as they defeated the Tigers 38-0. But we are counting down to kickoff. We apologize for the audio issues as we began the broadcast tonight, but we will step aside for a break, and we'll be back with more pregame after this.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue, or call us at 334-687-4700. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
SpectraCare wants to remind you it's always the right time to talk with children and teens in your life about the dangers of substance and alcohol abuse. Tackle those tough conversations about underage drinking and substance use head on with the young people you care about. Talk. They hear you.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance. So give Eric Glover with the Glover Agency a call and talk with Eric about auto, home, life, or last week's football game. Whatever your insurance needs, let Eric talk to you about being covered. The Glover Agency is located at 145 East Broad Street, Eufaula, Alabama. Call 334-687-0358.
Benny Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula a safe and successful season.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories, from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn & Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Hey, we're back at Tiger Stadium counting down the kickoff between the Vigor Wolves and the Eufaula High School Tigers. Captains are making their way out onto the field. It is going to be Jave Williams along with Kevion Lamons, Ben Jackson, and it will be Ben Holloway. That's the same captains that we saw last week for Eufaula. A quartet of seniors. Vigor with 4 captains of their own, and I cannot make those numbers out from across.
You got an 8, a 1, 11, and a 20.
All right, so that's Carlos Benjamin. We already spoke of him. He is the fast tailback for them. It is Dylan Jackson. We spoke of him earlier as well. He is the wide receiver.
28.
And McGill Wilson, he is a defensive back. And I missed the other number, 11.
11, yes.
11. Okay, 11 is Kentonio Kelly. He is a linebacker listed 5'10", 206. We were also, as Coach Jernigan talked about last night, he talked about 2 linebackers for them. Jabaris Gorar, he is 6'2", 215, a sophomore running linebacker. He is going to be pretty good by the time he finishes his career at Vigor. Devin Winsett, defensive lineman, 6'2", 207, and actually defensive end.
One thing I noticed, Keith, is Mr. Jackson has a cast on his right arm, down around his wrist. From his wrist up to his elbow, he has a cast on, wrapped up real well.
Okay. And you followed all red tonight, red pants, red jerseys, white numerals, red headgear, Vigor green pants, white jerseys, green numerals, white headgear, dripped in green. You know, Wayne, you'll have to look a little harder to see the coin toss.
Yeah, he's explaining to him right now. There's some of them good binoculars my wife bought us when we went to Alaska, so I can almost see what the heads or tails myself.
Well, I went with a light backpack last week because we were in the stands at Beauregard, didn't know what kind of situation we were going to be in, and I took my binoculars out of my pack and did not put them back in, so I am a little disadvantaged here from up here in Tiger Stadium. We're a little further away from the field than we were last week at Beauregard.
They called heads or tails. He flipped the coin. Vigor caught it. And he's talking to them, so I'm assuming that they won and they deferred. That's correct.
Yeah, so it'll be the Tiger offense against the talented Vigor defense. If you tuned in late, of course, we did have some technical difficulties with our audio early on, but Vigor giving up only 4.7 points per game. They are the top defense of all of high school football in the state of Alabama this year. And so the Tigers offense that was very successful last week, running the I formation veer, they will be put to the test here first thing against this Vigor defense, to John Wayne. So,
and you know, as a coach, that's probably where you want to start. You know, give me a chance to see if I can get my I formation running again and grind out some clock and possibly get a score on the board first.
So the Tigers will be moving from south to north. They will be facing the north end of the field. When they get the football, of course, neither team is run on the field yet. But Vigor with a pretty good traveling crowd over there.
I was noticing a lot of people from the Mobile area made that trip up 65 and got a beautiful night for football.
Yeah, they did have a fan bus. I believe it was a fan bus as we came in. It didn't look like students. It looked like it was fans that were getting off that bus. But here come the Vigor went on to the sideline. Here come the Tigers. And we are getting close to getting underway here. Of course, the Eufaula band is on the sidelines with a spirit line for this Tiger team. They were led out by the cheerleaders. And it will be what we expect will be the I formation again. That's what we were told. It will be Jalen Wright starting at quarterback. It'll be Jave Williams at fullback and Torian Slaughter at tailback.
So we can watch this week?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, so that's another thing, folks. If you tuned in last week, we were the visiting team on the road. Rules are a little different at home since we provide the audio and video for the NFHS network, who has exclusive rights to the playoffs. Since we're sending our feed there and we are the home team, we do have the right to broadcast these home playoff games for you. Should the Tigers win and go to Andalusia next week, it would be back to audio only next week. Maybe I think Andalusia more than likely has an NFHS video feed coming from there. So you would have an opportunity to watch that game from Andalusia if you can't make the trip. But you have to try to sync it up where you watch the game and listen to us if you so desire.
89 is their kicker that's back to kick. They was all jumbled up there for a minute, but they spread out a little bit. They must have some lanes that I've never coached before because they're still pretty almost hash to hash.
Straight ahead kicker. It's going to kick down the far sideline, deep kick to the 13. He retreats to the 12-yard line, trying to find some running room across the 25. Well, actually, thought I was looking at the lead blocker. He is to about the 27-yard line. I believe that was. I think Zakai Steele was at 0 on that return. We were without Zakai Steele last week. He was left in
0.
So good to see the senior Zakai Steele out there again for Eufaula. We are underway here now. It's from the 20. It looks like right at the 28-yard line. We'll say it'll be the Tigers on offense for the first time tonight.
And Doug, we do miss you. A whole lot of times you're gonna see me nervous, but I'm a little nervous. I used to have a headset on, talking all the time.
So it will be Jalen Wright under center. I formation behind him. Pair of receivers slotted to the wide side left. It'll be the fullback, and he is stacked up right there. But driving forward is Jave Williams to the 30-yard line. So give him 2 yards. It did not look like it was going to be anything on that play, but Jave with great extra effort gets a 2-yard gain there.
Yeah, they made him in the backfield. I mean, by the time he got the ball, there was somebody standing on top of him, so he did a great job of keeping his legs moving to get what he did get.
Already see a difference from last week as they send the play in with Bernie Smith, the wide receiver. So they're going to send the plays in with the wide receivers. Last week it was Jalen Williams back and forth to the sideline. I formation. Split to either side this time. It's going to be the veer.
Fumble.
Ball's on the ground, and it's going to be picked up by Vigor. Picked up by Vigor, so already a turnover. So the Tigers were trying to run the veer to the wide side left. Unfortunately, coming off the mesh with the fullback, the ball hit the ground.
Yeah, he made a good fake, and out of the fake, he bobbled it, and by the time, about the third bobble, they was on top of him.
So at the 22-yard line is where Vigor will take over on a short field. That was the second play this week. It was the third play last week when the Tigers turned it over. So Vigor with the ball in excellent field position on the edge of the red zone already.
And that's what Coach said last night, that they're big about getting points off of turnovers, and he almost scripted it on the show last night.
11:01. It's only 59 seconds into this game, taking over at the 22-yard line of Eufaula. Motion back across. Now whistles, and it's going to be a timeout.
Tiger, yep.
So we'll keep it here since we're this early on in the broadcast. And John Wayne, that's just unfortunate. It was really an unforced error because there was maybe a little penetration, but it was not any contact. It was just coming off the fake, as you
almost
described.
a butterfly. Almost the nerves hadn't settled into the game yet, and the ball bobbled a little bit, and panic sets in.
Well, and if any criticism last week, and there really was very little, because I thought the Tigers played one of their better offensive games of the year last week, but the Tigers were unable to actually run the veer.
Right.
We tried to run it a time or two. One time it bounced to the running back. He picked it up on a Sunday hop and went down the sidelines. They called it an incomplete pass, which
was 3 yards,
which was a bad call. But there was another time, I think we only tried to run it twice, and it was not a good timing and exchange both times. So 1st and 10 now from the 22-yard line. Motion back to the left. They're going to bring him back around to the right. Look for him to throw the ball to him. They do. They throw it to him. There's a lateral, and it's going to be a gain of 3 or 4 yards. Good job by the defense flowing from the inside. It was Kevion Lamons and Jalen Parker, I believe, on the tackle. Maybe also Randy Screws.
Yeah, that was, if he would have bobbled that was a backwards pass. That would have been a fumble.
3-yard gain for Vigor, so 2nd and 7 now. Good job by the Tiger defense flowing out there. From the 19-yard line of Eufaula after the Tiger turnover, just underway here in the first quarter. 10:26 on a rolling clock here in the first quarter. Vigor takes a shotgun snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw this time. Kevion Lamons comes down from defensive end. He and 56 also on that stop, Christopher Starling. But that's going to be a gain of 4 yards to the 15. So 3rd down now and 3 yards to go. First down would come at the 12-yard line. Ball is just nose touching the 15.
I didn't really pay attention before the game of the field goal kicker, but it'd be nice if the Tigers could hold him here and force him into a field goal.
3 receivers to the wide side left. It's going to be a pass play. They're looking to throw. The quarterback pulls it down. He's going to sprint to the outside. A lot of quickness. It is number 8 playing quarterback.
He stopped him short.
I believe he's right. Maybe just short of his first down. It's very close. He flushed from the pocket, ran up the middle, went to the outside. He eluded. It looked like he might be tackled right around the line of scrimmage.
He's about a yard short.
So he needed 3. He got 2. So a 4th down situation for Vigor. And they lead the offense on the field. Be a big play for the Tiger defense, John Wayne, if they could stop the Wolves here.
That was a good open field tackle there because he had several moves.
It is number 8, not their regular starting quarterback. Number 8, the wide receiver at quarterback. He is a better runner. They're going to run the quarterback sneak. Wide receiver came in, went under center, ran a quarterback sneak, and it caught the Tigers off guard. He picked up 8 yards, their biggest play of the night, to the 5-yard line. 4th and 1. They pick up 8 on a quarterback sneak. They had the quarterback in shotgun formation. John Wayne, that's one of the drawbacks of running a shotgun is having to snap that ball back.
Right.
On a short yardage situation. That time, the wide receiver came in, went under center, and was successful on the quarterback sneak. So Vigor, 1st and goal from the 5-yard line of Eufaula. Under center now. Motion back across to the left. It will be the jet sweep. He saw the ball is going to go out of bounds, and it goes back out of bounds around the 12-yard line. So it's going to be a loss of about 7, maybe 8 yards. Where they spot, it's going to be a 7-yard loss back to the 12. That is a benefit. He dropped it and kicked it. John Wayne, it's too bad that the Tigers couldn't have diagnosed that early and gotten on that football. But either way, that's a big loss of yardage So a second and goal from the 12 now.
I don't think he kicked it on purpose. I just think
absolutely
he was
not.
fortunate it hit his foot and sent it out of bounds because there were several Tigers standing in the area.
So now shotgun formation as they went under center on the previous play. They're going to send motion empty backfield now over to the left. Quarterback's going to run a jump pass. It's going to be intercepted in the end zone, and they're going to be bringing it out of the end zone, and that's going to be a mistake because he's going to be tackled at the 2-yard line. Number 12, young player Gerald McCray, 10th grader for the Tigers. But either way, Vigor does not get any points on that. It was a jump pass. Quarterback ran up like he was going to run the ball. He jumped up and threw it to his receiver, but he threw it up with a lot of air under it, gave McCray time to run and get under it. And John Wayne, that's one, it looked like it was open.
That's that old Tim Tebow pass.
That's right. But it looked open for McCray down the sidelines, and he brought it out the end zone and got tackled at the 2. Tigers could have taken it at the 20. Either way, Tigers still scoreless here at 8:06 to go in the first quarter of play. In the end zone, though, Wright will stand on his goal line as he takes the snap. He's just going to run a quarterback sneak for maybe a yard or two. They're going to give him, we'll see. The line judge is coming down the line at the 4-yard line. We'll see where they actually mark it when all said and done.
One on this side's on the 4, the other side's on the 2.
Yeah, they gave him 2 yards. So for the second possession in a row, the Tigers pick up 2 yards on first down. Let's hope they don't do what we did the previous possession, and it was a fumble on second down. Tigers huddling halfway deep in their end zone. They'll come out on the 2nd down and 8 from their 4-yard line. Scoreless in Eufaula, under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Second possession for the Tigers. Wright takes it. He deals it to his fullback, who's going to be stacked up right there at the 5-yard line for a 1-yard gain.
He actually kept the ball, Keith.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he faked and he kept it.
We saw him run for a 37-yard touchdown on that play last week at Beauregard. That was the final touchdown of the game for the Tigers. It really kind of opened that game up. He faked it to his fullback, Williams, and then followed him through the hole and busted it for a 37-yard touchdown. Here, it'll be 3rd down and 6. Probably 3rd and 7 from the 5-yard line. Going to take it. He's going to look to throw. He throws it. It is going to be intercepted. Intercepted. It was intended for Bernie Smith, and there we go. 2. I believe maybe it was 18 on that side of O's. Either way, but the defensive back was ready for it, and that was a jump pass of our own. It looked a pop pass. Their receiver went in and took it away from our receiver, and they're going to take over at the 12-yard line. So 2 turnovers already, John. When we talked about UMS Wright had 5 turnovers, that really was the difference in that ball game. Already 2 here for Eufaula.
It's been a game of turnovers, 2 for us and 1 for them. All 3 offensive possessions in this game have ended in turnovers.
So from the 12, or actually we'll call it the 13. Well, that's right, the 12-yard line. 12-yard line of Eufaula, and whistle stop play. I don't see a flag. We're only 5 minutes and 24 seconds into this game, John Wayne. Like you said, already 3 turnovers in this game.
Quarterback's going to keep.
Yeah, he's going to go around the right end. He's going to pick up maybe a yard. It was, I believe, Ben Jackson. No, I'm sorry, Zion Martin on that tackle for Eufaula after the 1-yard gain. And John Wayne, if the Tiger defense could hold them here, how much confidence would that bolster for them? 22-yard line and now the 12-yard line. Vigor just being handed great field position here early on.
Yeah, the defense is playing a good job. The defense is covering them pretty good. We just got to be careful for these misdirections, like we saw on that fourth down gain a while ago.
The receiver was not set. They hand off over the left tackle. It's going to be a 2-yard gain down to the 9. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 7. We've already seen that they will go for it on 4th down, so certainly 4-down territory, but 3rd and 7 now after the Tigers hold them to a 1-yard gain and a 2-yard gain on 1st and 2nd down. So 3rd and 7 from the Tiger 9. Vigor huddling up. They will stay in the quarterback going under center now. One back behind him is number 21 for them. We don't have him on our roster, but they are under center. They will take it. going to run a pass play. They look, and it's tipped down. Good job by Ben Jackson. Got pressure in the quarterback's face. He jumped up and deflected that pass incomplete. So now 4th and 7 from the Tiger 9-yard line. And we'll see if Vigor looks like they're bringing the field goal kicker.
Yep. Good job by the defense. We've held them to 4 downs twice.
That's correct.
Inside the 20-yard line. So, they really hadn't impressed me much with coming out and just pushing it down your throat.
Well, that's what we were talking about the pregame. They're not the big physical,
right?
Not as much so as they have been in the past. They are more speed and quickness, which matches up. Maybe the Tigers match up a little better with that than they have in the past. Here's a right hash kick. The kick is up, and the kick looks to be good. Maybe, yes. No, wide right. I saw the ball as it passed by the right upright. So where's the specialist, folks, on the missed field goal? So the Tigers dodge a bullet. So John Wayne, what a big momentum shift.
Yeah. Now the kick comes out to the 20.
It could not have started any worse for the Tigers.
That's right.
Given this offense that's averaging over 36 points a game, the ball at your 22 and their 12-yard line, and they don't put any points on the board.
What offense needs to do now is get us a few first downs to give this defense a break to get, they can't stay on the field the whole game. They're going to have to have opportunity, take a break, watch some film, and make some adjustments. So we need some first downs out of our offense.
5:10 to go here. It's going to be Wright, hands it to Williams, and it's just stacked up right there at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing, no gain on the play. So, right now, it's just so bunched up in there that there's just no running room at all for these Tiger backs.
And, I don't think we've ran anything wide.
We've not run the top sweep or anything. You're right.
Sometimes we've had the ball. We've passed it once, interception, and everything else has been between the tackles.
Yeah, I know this I formation is designed, John Wayne, to run the ball and try to possess the ball. But if you're going to pass on an early down, it might be a better way. Crossbuck in the backfield, and the line of scrimmage is just reestablished into the backfield. That play's going to lose 4 yards.
There's 2 Tiger linemen down.
No gain on the play. This kind of reminds me a little bit of the Montgomery Catholic defense that we saw earlier in the year, because right now on the line of scrimmage, Tigers are just getting beat, unfortunately, on the offensive line right now.
One lineman got up, the other, the managers are out checking on, what do you call a machine, a manager?
I guess. Coach Jernigan's also out there.
Right.
And I guess with this time out on the field, it's a scoreless game here from Eufaula. Under 5 minutes, it's 4:13 to go in the first quarter. As we say that, we're going to take a break. He's up on his feet. That was actually the senior, one of the captains tonight, Ben Holloway, who was a little slow, but he was walking off under his own power. It's 3rd and 14. Actually, they moved it back to the 15-yard line. So it's 3rd and 15 now from the 15-yard line of Eufaula. Eufaula will have to look at, like I said, we are missing a key component of our crew tonight. Doug Applin not with us. So we don't have our real-time stats like we typically would. But Eufaula negative right now as far as offensive stats.
Our offensive line's got to at least hold that wave up. I mean, I think all 5 of the front 5 were in right through the line.
Shotgun formation is going to be a quarterback draw for Wright, and my goodness, he is caught in the backfield, and he's going to go down for a 2-yard loss. So the Tigers go backwards 7 yards on this possession. We'll try to give – I was working on totaling up some stats here. The Tigers have run 8 offensive plays so far in this game for negative 10 yards. Lining up to punt. Standing in his end zone is Alvarez. 2 players back deep to return this punt for Vigor. There's a snap, good snap. Alvarez gets it away. It's a driving kick that's going to hit at the 46-yard line of Eufaula. And no, it was hit the ground. They can't. It's not kick interference because they're going to throw a flag on Ben Jackson, but the ball hit the ground and rolled.
It was the center. It was our center.
Well, either way, I don't think that's different.
Yeah,
the ball is hit the ground
and bounced towards him. Yes.
That should not be a 15-yard penalty. That's not.
Sir.
I hope they discuss that. Surely these officials know the difference in that. The ball hit at the Tiger 46-yard line, took a big bounce. It was attempted to be fielded around the 48-yard. Carry that, John.
They did call the 15-yard penalty for kick interference, and I'm like Keith. I don't understand where that came from because the ball hit 5 yards in front of the receiver and rolled towards him.
Well,
and our center just went through and hit him.
I was told that they still have to give them an opportunity to field the ball even if it hits the ground. So
okay,
that's learn something new every day sometimes. So from the 38-yard line, Vigor has the ball. The third time they've started in Tiger territory from the 38 now. Now hits the ground. If you go through it deep, they have the receiver out there. It's going to be caught for a touchdown. They got behind the Tiger defense, and that's what Vigor does this year. They threw the ball well. It was a nice pass. He was 2 steps behind the Tiger defense. He caught the football, put it in there for a touchdown. The Tigers trailed 6-0.
It was a low snap. He had to bend up and pick the ball up off the ground before he threw that ball. So good job by their quarterback making that adjustment and not panicking.
Well, third time's a charm for them as they start 3 times in Tiger territory. That time they decided they would go deep on first down, and it was 38 yards and a Vigor touchdown.
They had got behind our defensive back a good 5 yards.
So they line up for the point after touchdown kick. The kick is up. It's a good kick this time, and the officials confirm that it is good. So one play, 38 yards, only 10 seconds off the clock. And with 3 minutes exactly to go here in the first quarter, Vigor leads by the score of 7-0.
That's one of the reasons that offense has got to get us a few first downs and give our defense opportunity to get a break, get some win. And I mean, you come out there first play after the punt, been on the field for 3 series already, and the receiver takes off, and next thing you know, you beat.
Yeah, and you knew that was coming at some point. As we mentioned, they said Williams played a great game against them, but it was 2 busted coverages, two long touchdown passes that were the difference in 19-7 or 19-2 was the final of that game. So Williamson, no one has really been able to do anything much against this Vigor offense. There's a onside kick, and it looks like they're going to recover it.
He threw a flag.
They threw a flag, so maybe they're going to call same thing on them. Maybe they hit our player before he was able to recover it. Flag's down, so if you're a Tiger fan, Vigor definitely recovered that ball, but hopefully this penalty is going to go in favor of Eufaula. We'll wait and see. They're discussing it down there. And in reality, that 15-yard penalty on the previous possession wouldn't have made any difference because if it had been 15 yards further back, it still would have been a touchdown as their receiver was behind the Tiger defense. A long discussion down here.
There's 3 officials talking about it. The other 2 are standing there watching them. But it looks like the 2 side judges on either side and the white hat are having a discussion about it. Here comes your call.
There is no predicament for 10 yards. They are 15.
The ball went 10 yards, and our guy hit him in the hands. And by the time it did, they hit him, which was, the ball had traveled 10 yards, about 12 yards deep. It hit our guy in the hands, and by the time he touched it, they hit him. And then there was just a wave of them behind him that covered it up.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I don't like saying this, but I believe it was the right call. They've got the ball at the Tiger 49-yard line. Our guy just misplayed the ball. It
got it at the top of the bounce. It bounced high, and he grabbed it up over his head. And as soon as he did, he was pounded, and the ball came out.
So Vigor will take over with 2:51 to go. There's a flag. There's going to be a procedure penalty. First penalty against Vigor tonight. 49-yard line of Eufaula. Eufaula trailing by 7-0 already. And John Wayne, hopefully the Tigers can find some success offensively. But if you look at Vigor's giving up 4.7 points per game, they have 7 points offensively on the board. You hate to think it, but that might be enough points if the Tigers can't find something offensively or put some points on the board defensively.
We may have to go to doing something different because obviously they watched the film from last week.
Yeah, we said that at the end of the game last week. There wouldn't be an element of surprise. Quarterback draw, he's going to take it forward for 3 yards to the 49-yard line, it looks like. 3-yard gain for a Vigor quarterback on that just quarterback keeper up the middle. He took it shotgun formation, went forward. Second down and 12 now from their 49-yard line. That was their first snap on their side of midfield. John Wayne is have taken advantage of the Tigers' 2 turnovers by Eufaula in their first 2 possessions, and then they bottled up a punt and a 15-yard penalty on the punt. They'll throw it deep. Once again, there's a receiver just ran by the defense. He's going to go all the way for the touchdown. We were out there. We had position, and we let the receiver just run right by us, and it's going to be another touchdown. It was Jamarion Osborne, listed as an athlete, 6 foot 175. He is a senior. And John Wayne, I mean, we were behind. We were behind the receiver. We just let him run past us.
We were even with him, and he just got more and more disciplined. I tell you, a quarterback's dropping dimes. I mean, that's 2 long throws, and both of them have been dead in the receiver's hands. But 2 times we've been beat. We've let them get behind us.
And then did not make the tackle. It would have been a shoestring tackle, but he unable to come up with the tackle, and they have figured out what they can do against the Tigers. So it may be
no
kick
good.
is no good. Right. No good. So 13-0 is a score. Still in the first quarter, 2:07. That was a two-play 49-yard drive for them. 51-yard touchdown pass. They had a 5-yard penalty on first down, and then after the 3-yard run, it was a 51-yard pass play. We're a little concerned about this because last week Beauregard was able to. The success they had was through the air.
Yep.
And teams have found the teams that have been able to throw the ball a little bit have had some success against Eufaula this year, and this is really the strength of this Vigor Wolf team.
The quarterback last week was a good quarterback as well. He was very accurate, especially on his outs. I mean, I don't know how many out routes he connected on, but it was probably 10 or 12 of them, and he was very, very accurate.
So they kick it deep this time, but it's inside the 10-yard line all the way back to the 5.
Come this way.
Steele's going to be tackled at the 15-yard line.
They're all bunched up on the kickoff, and they really don't run lanes. They were from the hash to the sideline was nobody, but they were quick enough when he made that move to come to this sideline. They were 3 or 4 of them right there on him.
That's right. So credit to Vigor. They kind of made up for the not scored on those 2 turnovers. They onside kick successfully, and so now they lead by 2 scores, 13-0, with 1:58 to go here in the first quarter. From the 15-yard line, Eufaula bottled up.
Here we go.
Also to the right, Torian Slaughter around the end. He's going to look like one of the better plays for Eufaula, but it's only about a 2-yard gain, maybe 3.
Looks like he wasn't sure he went down. He come out of the pile with the ball and was headed upfield. Mr. Official said he was down.
Yeah, we'll give him 3 yards on that play. 2nd and 7. Once it's all sweep, you were kind of calling for that on the last possession, John Wayne. So the Tigers, it was the best play. The Tigers have had a 1-yard gain, a 2-yard gain. They've had some negative plays. So
we got to do something to empty that box. I mean, they got 8 of their 11 standing there from end to end, ready to make a tackle.
Hand off to the fullback off left guard is going to be a gain of 2 yards. That was to Jave Williams. Williams going both ways tonight. So that brings up another 3rd down, 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6. Tigers have already lost a fumble in this game, and had a pass interception in this game. So 3rd and 6 from the 19-yard line. The Tigers with 2 receivers to the left is going to be Smith and Steele. I formation behind the quarterback. Going to sprint out to the left side. Going to throw a pass. It's complete to Steele, but he's going to be about a yard short of his first down, I think. He is going to be a yard short. He gets it to the 24-yard line. The Tigers needed the 15.
Punt team's coming in.
So that's a 5-yard gain on
17 seconds left and the clock's running. So this punt may not make it.
Well,
they don't have to punt it.
They should wait, but it looks like we're going to punt it away.
The coach is calling for him to hold up.
We're shifting out. So maybe
4, 3. We're gonna go to the end of the quarter here. That's the end.
At the end of the quarter. At the end of the quarter, Tigers trail 13-0. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email.
We're back at Tiger Stadium where the Tigers have a 4th and 1. They are punting situation. Once again, there are two men back deep for Vigor. It was a good punt by Alvarez the last time. And unfortunately, it was a 15-yard penalty against Eufaula that still gave Vigor a pretty good starting field position in Tiger territory. Tiger shift. They do what we saw last week from Beauregard, and I think that's going to be on Vigor, and it's going to give the Tigers a first down, bring the Tiger offense back on the field. Good job. You know, I thought last week it'd be pretty neat if we could copy what Beauregard did, because they did it 2 or 3 times against Eufaula.
Talking about it, here comes your call. He called it on us. He called Coach Jernigan does not like that call. Coaches,
the offense is on the field.
Coaches has letting them know about it. He called timeout. He is letting the sideline official know about it. Yeah, we did the same thing they did last week. We made a shift. The line stood up and made a shift, and they jumped, and they threw the flag, but they called illegal procedure on us.
Well, you know, if you don't get set, if you're in a 2-point stance, you can shift out of it, and that's what we did. Now, the thing that we did that was different from what Beauregard did, Beauregard just stood straight up.
Right. We actually moved.
We actually moved people, shifted them outside. So
increased the gaps and everything. Yes. Eufaula's out ready to go now.
So now 5 yards deeper, they'll punt from the 19-yard line.
Coach is still talking to the official down there, letting him know what he thinks of that call.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I thought the Tigers were going to pick up first down there. Good snap. Alvarez gets it away. It's going to be a low kick, but it's going to be one that hopefully bounces. It bounces away from the defense. They're going to it's on at the 41-yard line. Number 10, who caught a touchdown pass earlier, tried to scoop that ball that was bouncing away from him, and he was unable to do so. He touched it. Eufaula falls on at the 40, so that's better than a penalty.
Tom Turner?
Yeah, I believe Taiwan Turner, number 15, yes, recovering the touch. So,
best field position of the night. Let's do something with it.
Recovery on the muff punt by Eufaula. So at the 41-yard line of Vigor, Tigers take over. Time to do something offensively. You know, do you put this ball in the air here on first down? Maybe so. We'll see. Going to hand it off to the fullback. No, Jalen Wright keeps it, and he's going to go forward. Still pushing them forward. It's going to be one of the better games of the night on the ground. The Tigers pick up 4 yards, I believe. We'll give him 4 on that first down carry. In the second quarter, 11:34 to go. Tigers second down and 6 from the 37-yard line of Vigor. Rolling clock here. Tigers trail 13-0. But probably 4 down territory here because Vigor has every drive they've had has started
5-man front and really 4 linebackers sitting out.
Wright's going to roll. He throws it. It's complete. Complete down around the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4 yards. Going to bring up a third down and short.
Looks like Slaughter may have been down there by himself coming down the sidelines.
So it's 3rd and 2. So what do you do here? When we've tried to run straight at them, they have stacked us up or been in our backfield. The Tigers have found a little success around the end. Toss sweep earlier. So maybe that would be what we would see here. Who knows? From the right hash mark, 3rd and 2 at the 33-yard line of Vigor. The first down will come at the 31. Tigers come out in a I formation, right under center, split to either side. 5-man front for Vigor. 4 linebackers doing a broken play. Running back fell down. We're going to lose a yard on the play. So it's going to be 4th and 3 from the 34.
Good job by Wright maintaining control of the ball when it turned around and his running back wasn't there.
So actually a loss of a yard back to the 34-yard line. The Tigers, we're 2 for 2 through the air, but we also have an interception.
Well, we ran that out right a while ago. Mr. Slaughter was running down the field all by himself, and I'm sure coach in the box picked up on that, and you'll see it again at some point. I don't know if you'll see it in this situation, but
Tigers going to break the huddle with 11 seconds on the play clock. Clock is running at 9:34 and counting here in the second quarter. 13-0 to score. 4th and 3 from the 34-yard line of Vigor. Gonna. The ball was tipped. We had a man out there. It was a good play call, but there was a lot of pressure in Jalen Wright's face. The ball falls incomplete, but a good play. Nevertheless, they reversed out. It was a bootleg pass. Actually slipped the running back out of the backfield. He'd had I think
if the ball hit him in stride, he's still running.
Well, it was a foot race. He definitely had his first down, but as it is, it's going to be Vigor football at the 34-yard line. Tigers unable to take advantage of the turnover, unfortunately.
But that's 8-10 plays there that our defense has been able to take a break.
That's right. 9:24 to go here in the second quarter. It's 13-0 Vigor, and they have it at their 34-yard line. They're going to hand it off to the running back, who's going to break across the 40 down to the 42-yard line. Ben Jackson on the tackle. 8 yards on that play.
They're not wasting any time. They're right on the ball, right up on the ball, ready to go again.
Shotgun formation again. They take the snap. They're going to hand it off again. Same play. Across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Gain of 4 on that play. So Vigor leading by 13. It was Jonathan Butts on the tackle for Eufaula. So both teams stealing possession. Vigor on the onside kick. Eufaula on the muff punt. That motion man went. Good job by the Eufaula defense. The first time tonight they've tackled Vigor in the backfield for a loss. So it'll be second down and 13, I believe. We'll call it a 3-yard loss on that play.
Good job by the Eufaula defensive line that time. 3 of the 4 broke through to meet the running back.
Tigers defense is going to need to put some points on the board in this game. Tiger offense is finding a little bit more rhythm. We're still looking for their first down, but they did have some positive plays on that last drive. Going to hand it off to the running back. He breaks the line of scrimmage. He's still making people miss. He's going to be close to his first down. He's going to be right at about a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from the Tiger 45-yard line. That was just a nifty run that time.
he had a lot of moves because there were 2 or 3 Tigers had him just one-on-one, and he left him
So
standing.
12-yard gain on that play. Motion now back to the left. He's going upfield when he goes in motion. It's going to be a first down and more. Number 1, Benjamin, the back. He runs. I believe it's going to be holding on them. Where they
flag over on the sideline.
Here they threw that
on this side too. Yes.
We'll see what the penalty is, but normally where you saw that, it's going to be a hold, and it is holding on Vigor. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. Those are, and when it's past the line of scrimmage, normally it's a spot foul. So we'll see. From the 41-yard line of Eufaula, that'll take it back to the 49. So it was 3rd and 1. This will be 3rd down all over again. So that'll end up being a 5-yard penalty on Vigor when all is said and done. It did negate a first down, but it'll be 3rd down and 7 from the 49-yard line of Vigor. First down would come at the Tiger 44-yard line. So Vigor going under center. They will have an I formation behind them. An I formation for Vigor, but the fullback in 2-point stance. They will go to throw a pass play. They'll throw it deep. There's a man out there, and good defense that time. I think that's Ty. Who is that 12 or is that 15?
That is 15.
Taiwan Turner on the defense that time for Eufaula. As he was stride for stride, he went up. Good timing, deflected that football away, and the Tigers are forced to 4th and 7 from the Vigor side of midfield at the 49-yard line. And it looks like it's going to be the first punt of the night for Vigor.
Yes, sir.
That's their first. I believe that's their first incompletion. We'll check it.
Yeah. Well, the interception.
That's right, other than the interception. So good job once again by the Tiger defense. Gave up those 2 long pass plays, but otherwise the Tiger defense has played pretty solid here tonight. Clock is stopped with 7 minutes exactly to go in the second quarter. Vigor calls the timeout. With the timeout, we'll step aside for a quick commercial break. Be back with more Tiger football after this.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money, whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters.
Back in the Brown Heating Air broadcast booth here at Tiger Stadium, 4th and 7. Vigor lines up like they're going to punt. We'll see. Back deep for the Tigers, Zakai Steele. I'm sorry, Zakai Steele. There's a snap. It will be a punt. Good pressure. They dive at the feet of the and Steele calls for it, makes a fair catch at the 19-yard line. So the Tigers will indeed take possession of the football at the 19-yard line. Trailing by 13, 6:57 to go here in the first half of play.
Be good to see a drive here and put some points of any kind on the board going into halftime.
Absolutely. The Tigers are still looking for their first down, but that's not surprising. The Vigor defense has given up 4.7 points per game. Only 52 points on the season. 24 of those, almost half of those points came in 2 football games. Under center.
Pass.
Still, I'm sorry. Well, Jamie Wright pulls it down now, though, and he looks to get around the end, and he's still going to lose a yard or 2 on that play. He did a good job just getting away. It looked like it'd be about a 6 or 7 yard loss. Still got away, scrambled to his left, and got back closer to the line of scrimmage. We'll see. It looks like about a 2 yard loss.
Really a good job of pulling that pass down, because when he cocked to throw it, he looked up and realized his man was – I think it would have ended up in an interception if he tried to force it in.
So Zakai Steele coming in with a play from the sideline, 17 seconds on the play clock as the Tigers huddle up. So behind the sticks again, 2nd and 12 for Eufaula. I formation once again as it'll be split to either side. Going to hand it off to the fullback, Jave Williams. He'll cross the 20, maybe to the 21-yard line. Give him the better part of 4 yards on that play. But it still sets up third and a long 8. John Wayne, being in the tight formation is bringing all of Vigor's defense right in the box.
Well, looks like we're in the spread and shotgun again.
Yep. Jalen Wright's going to be sacked this time. And he may be he went down kind of funny that time.
Ankle, yes, sir.
He lost 6 yards on that play. It is official's timeout. Loss of 6 on the sack. That's a challenge.
He's up and walking.
6:01. So you talked about quick possessions, John Wayne. I guess the clock stopped because of the injury, but only 56 seconds on that possession. And Vigor looks to get good field position once again. The Tigers are going to be snapping the ball to punt from their 15-yard line.
And that doesn't do our defense any favors.
We took the ball over at the 19-yard line. We're going to punt from the 15-yard line.
Right.
Even with a good punt, they're at midfield. Alvarez takes a snap. He will get it away. It's a low spiral. It's gonna hit and take a Eufaula bounce. It's gonna be mishandled once again. It's bumping again. The Tigers had a chance. They still had no. Tigers going to cover it at the 32-yard line. We had 5 people down there with a chance at that football. They had a man coming down late. Cool like a hot potato that time.
Coach going to tell 10 to stay away from it.
But a great punt. That really flipped the field position. Vigor with the ball at the 32-yard line. Tiger defense has played a good game tonight with the exception of 2 plays. 2 plays where the Vigor receiver got behind the defense, and they both resulted in touchdowns.
That was a good punt. It actually went over his head.
It did. It was a tight spiral that did not turn over. It just kept sailing. It was maybe the best punt of the year for Alvarez.
Yeah.
5:44 to go here in the second quarter. 13-0 is a score, but it's been 13-0 since the first quarter. They're going to run the ball kind of a single wing this time. They had 3 backs in the backfield in a shotgun formation. The center back was the quarterback. He just took it straight up the middle. He picked up 6 yards from the 38-yard line.
2nd and 4 for the Wolves.
2nd down and 4 now. We're under 6 minutes, 5:20 in the clock rolling here. 13-0. If the Tigers could get into halftime, no worse off than 13-0, John Wayne, with all the things that happened good for the Wolves. The Tigers have to feel pretty good about themselves. They're going to throw a pass out wide. It is the running back, Benjamin. He is making people miss. And if another flag comes in, it may be another hold. We'll hope for that. It's out there where there were people blocking in front of Benjamin.
Good job by Jackson turning the play in, too.
We'll see what it is. It's going to be holding once again on the Wolves. That's at the 31-yard line. It was 2nd and 4 on that play. That play picked up 2 yards. So this will be a 9. This will turn out to be actually
7 yards.
About a 7-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd down and 11. So 2nd and 11 from the 31-yard line now for Vigor.
Clock rolling.
4:55 and the clock rolling here in the first half. Going to look to hand it off. The Tiger defense is there. They're going to break him down for a loss back inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. That is a loss of 3 on that play. Good job by the Tiger defense. Once again, Tiger defense has done a good job tonight. 2 long pass plays, 38 yards and 51 yards for Vigor, the difference in the game so far. Tigers with 2 turnovers. They turned the ball over in their first 2 possessions of this game. It was a fumble in the first possession, the second play of the game, then an interception on 3rd down on the second possession. Vigor taking over at the Tiger 22-yard line and the Tiger 12-yard line, but they didn't score on those 2 possessions.
Watch that long pass right here again.
3rd down and 14 for Vigor. They bring a man in motion. Quarterback takes it. They're going to throw a flag. I believe that's going to be maybe they finally call. They finally call the man turning up early. They've done that all night, and that finally. That's going to be 5 more yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 19 for Vigor. John Wayne, big play here. If the Tigers could hold them to an incomplete pass here, if they decide to throw the ball. Maybe
Just
the
got to
Tigers
not let them get behind us here. I mean, this is the situation that sets up for that long bomb, and he can drop a dime. And if you let them get behind you, it's easy for them to take advantage of this. But they got 5 split out. It's a quarterback by himself.
2 to the right, 1 left. Look for the quarterback draw. This quarterback runs well. He's going to throw it though. It's going to be a tunnel screen to the receiver. Another flag is thrown. The Tigers did a good job. They held that to a 2-yard gain on that play. Hopefully that's going to be on Vigor, and the Tigers will decline the penalty, and Tigers will look to get the football back here with 3:51 to go. There's a block in the back on the offense.
Down.
A 2-yard gain on the completion, so the Tigers do a good job. They'll force the punt from the 26-yard line of Vigor.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the ball back here and put some points on the board. But even if we don't, considering the caliber football team that we're playing, 13-0, and the miscues that we've had, we should go into the halftime positive and make some adjustments and come out strong.
Still stands at his 43-yard line. Punt away. It's kicked away from Steele. It's going to hit, takes a Eufaula bounce back into Vigor territory. It'll be downed actually right at the 50-yard line. Midfield is where the Tigers take over. You know, John Wayne, if you look at game trends, you got to like it. The Tigers took over the 41-yard line and now the 50-yard line. So the field position has kind of been flipped a little bit on the Alvarez punt.
Right. Offense needs to get something going there and at least get where we can give Mr. Wingate a shot at 3 points and possibly put it in the end zone. We still have time. 3:32 is plenty of time.
From midfield, the Tigers are going to come out once again in the I formation. They have 2 receivers slided to the right, wide side of the field right, but it'll be an I formation behind the quarterback. It'll be a toss sweep to Torian Slaughter. He's looking to turn the corner to the right. He's going to lose 2 or 3 yards depending on the spot where they're coming in. It's going to be looks like depends if they go with the man on the opposite side of the field or this near side. They will go to the near side. It's going to be a 3-yard loss. I really think he got back about to the 48, but it's going to be a 3-yard loss.
They did a good job of fighting the blocks off on that sweep.
3 minutes exactly, and the clock rolling here. 16 seconds on the play clock. As Wright came all the way to the sidelines as they're going to call the play. They break the huddle with 9 seconds on the clock. Going to have to hurry here. I hope they're aware of the play clock. Receivers are set. 3, 2. They snap it with 1. Wright, pressure behind. He's going to be sacked from behind that time. Nobody blocked the backside defensive end or linebacker. I'm not sure if it was a blitzing linebacker.
Jernigan's upset too.
It was the backside defensive end did not get blocked, and he came in to tackle Wright at the 43-yard line. That's a loss of 4 more yards. So Tigers continue to go backwards. The Tigers had failed a little bit of success offensively a couple of series ago, but it's been 3 and out all night. Tigers still looking for their first down of the game.
Standing in the huddle a long time.
We may run this down. I don't know. 2:03. The clock is running here.
9 seconds, 8 seconds. We're still not on the ball.
3rd down and very long. 3rd and 17. Wright goes under center. He takes the snap. Going to run the reverse. And DeVos is there, but he breaks 2 tackles in the backfield. Good job by DeVos just to get back near the original line of scrimmage. He picks up 6 yards. That was all DeVos.
It was because their defense did a good job of staying home, and there was nobody over there with them. He can call that on his own.
It keeps the clock running, though, with 1:31 and counting. 2 timeouts for Vigor, according to the scoreboard. Of course, I don't know if that's accurate or not because it has Eufaula with none. And I know
they got a different man back to receive the punt this time, number 8.
They have been going with twin safeties, and now they have one. Alvarez gets it. He will boot it away. And another pretty good punt. They're going to call for the fair catch and make it. Did he call? No, maybe no fair catch because he's tackled at the 18-yard line. But a good punt by Alvarez, about 30, probably a 34-yard punt, roughly.
107.
1:07 to go here in the first quarter. The first half of play. 13-0 Vigor, but it was 13-0 with 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yes, sir. Defense needs to make a good, strong stand right here. If we can go in, see if we can't make some adjustments offensively, and they take some counters, misdirection, something just to get them get them going the wrong way and spread them out some because they've crowded that box.
Worst starting field position of the night for Vigor. Time for a Vigor turnover. Quarterback takes it. It's going to run the toss sweep. He has got Kevion Lamons in the backfield, but he breaks a tackle and gets back positive across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Somehow he got away from Lamons, who had him for about a 3-yard loss. He's going to turn it into about a 4-yard gain. I don't know.
They don't seem to be in a hurry with 50 seconds to go into half. They're huddling up.
So second down and a long 6, short 7. 4 receivers in the game, 1 back in the backfield with the quarterback. They'll hand it off to the running back who is going to break the line of scrimmage. He gets up to around the 16-yard line.
22 seconds with the clock running, and that may have been the last play of the half.
3-yard gain on that play. It's 3rd and 3.
I think that's going to be it.
So the Tigers will certainly take it. We went back, to the 5-minute mark. When we said the Tigers could just get into the halftime down 2 scores after the way this started off, they'd be pretty happy. It's been a pretty valiant effort for the Tigers as they did go in trailing by 13, but either way, it's 24 minutes of football left.
Yeah, and the 2 scores they got were broken coverage. I mean, they were 5 yards behind our defensive back, and quarterback perfect pass, dead on the money, and both of their touchdowns were on very long throws.
So we don't have a sideline report tonight because, as we said, John Wayne is up here with me.
Coach, look, he's looking. Don't make your adjustments, Coach. We got you.
Yeah, I don't know if he realized we weren't able to communicate with Coach Jernigan before the game that we didn't have the sideline report tonight. So we are missing that. We are missing.
What I may do is go down there and catch him when he comes out. Before the kickoff, and just see if he has anything he needs to pass along.
That's right. So we'll do that. And right now we'll step aside from the Brown Hen Air broadcast booth here at Tiger Stadium. We'll take a timeout, be back with some halftime stats and comments. You're listening to Eufaula High School Tiger football.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace. Now that we have your attention, call Lauren Streeter with Lake Home Realty for all of your real estate needs.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter systems designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful, durable finish.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Brian says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula. We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
Hey, this is Pastor Jimmy Simmons with Chester Chapel. We would like to invite you to come out with us, to worship with us at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings for Sunday school and 11 o'clock for a worship service, and then Wednesday night at 6:30. And as always, go Tigers.
At Mid-South Bank, we pride ourselves on being the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. For over 100 years, we've been helping families prosper and helping businesses grow. Mid-South Bank is a local bank with local people making local decisions. We're a community bank who will always be there when you need us. Whatever banking services you need, we're here to help. Visit us today or online at bankmidsouth.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
R.W. Wingate & Company is a full-service accounting firm and a supporter of Eufaula High Athletics. They are located at 102 North Orange Avenue, Eufaula, Alabama, but licensed in multiple states. Richard W. Wingate has over 25 years' experience in public accounting, and the firm's services include personal and business tax preparation, bookkeeping, sales tax preparation, payroll services, audit of nonprofit and government entities, and business consultation. When doing extra is the point, contact R.W. Wingate & Company for your accounting needs. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Good call or bad call, officials always have the final say in sports. And at Alpha Insurance, we know it's important for you to have the final say on the insurance plan we build for you. You'll have peace of mind knowing we will work hard to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Alpha Insurance, always a good call. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue. Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue or call us at 334-687-4700.
Spectra Care wants to remind you it's always the right time to talk with children and teens in your life about the dangers of substance and alcohol abuse. Tackle those tough conversations about underage drinking and substance use head on with the young people you care about. Talk. They hear you.
Whitehead Incorporated has called Eufaula home since 1965. Today, the family-owned business owns and operates 119 tractors and trailers and employs over 150 people. Benny Whitehead is nationally known as a leader in safety and keeping the air clean and fuel consumption low. Benny Whitehead Incorporated loves Eufaula and would like to wish Lakeside and Eufaula safe and successful seasons.
Hey, my name is Chris Wilkinson, and I am the pastor of First Baptist Church. We would love to have you come worship with us. Our worship service is 10 o'clock every Sunday morning. You can also go to our website to learn more about our ministries. Hope to see you Sunday, and go Tigers.
The family at Impressive Collision Center has been in business since 1940.
That's impressive.
Your transportation is one of the largest investments you have, so keep it looking new at Impressive. From a major crash to a small dent, Impressive can help.
Now Impressive.
They work closely with all insurance companies and give you a great price on your minor mishaps.
Wow, impressive.
And don't forget to check out all the accessories, from install winches, brush guards, and bed covers.
Impressive. Give them a call. Impressive Collision Center, 317 South Eufaula Avenue, 334-687-4400.
Somebody cannot come to us, we go to them. It's something that we do on a regular basis, something we don't mind doing, and we work on a contingency basis.
No one has to pay us any money up front.
They do not have to pay us unless we collect for them, unless we are successful in resolving their case through a settlement or through trial.
They don't have to pay us any money unless we get favorable results for them. If you're hurt in a car wreck, call Penn and Seaborn. It won't cost you anything to see if we can help.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by.
Easy Metal Building Kits, pole barns, and metal roofing supplies. APEC Metal Express carries multiple kit sizes and colors with at-home DIY instruction. APEC Metal Express. Fast delivery, superior quality, excellent customer service.
At Glover Funeral Home, family means everything. Owned and operated by Kendall and Caroline Hanahan Glover. We live by our motto, our family serving your family. We treat each family we serve as one of our own, providing care and support during your time of need. Our dedicated staff is available 24/7 by email, phone, or in person. When you need us most, Glover Funeral Home is here for you because family always comes first.
In 1983, the first mobile phone was introduced to the public by the Motorola Company, and that was the same year Pam Freeman started her State Farm business. For 40 years, both have saved time and money. Whether it's auto, homeowners, condo renters, personal articles, business, life, or health, Pam Freeman State Farm has been there for you. Call Pam's office and let Kathy Bennett help you with all your quotes and needs. You won't find a more helpful staff anywhere. Come by and see them at 322 East Barber Street in Eufaula or call 687-7034.
Since 1953, Flowers Insurance Agency has been protecting you and your assets with policies tailored to your specific needs. Whether it's commercial, personal lines, life insurance, or employee benefits, including your employer-offered health insurance, Flowers Insurance has you covered. With access to over 50 insurance carriers, we provide the trusted service and products you deserve. It's simple. Call Flowers Insurance in downtown Eufaula today and find your peace of mind.
Let's get started.
Now that we have your attention, call Lauren Streeter with Lake Home Realty for all of your real estate needs.
When it comes to professional gutter installation, Gutterman Dothan has you covered. Voted Best of the Wiregrass 7 years in a row, we provide top-notch gutter services across the Wiregrass area. Protect your home from rainstorms with our premium gutter system designed to prevent foundation cracks and water damage. Trust Gutterman for expert installation, quality materials, and a beautiful durable finish.
Hello, I'm Matt Aver, the new pastor of First United Methodist right here in Eufaula. We'd love for you to join us on Sundays at 10 for worship. We also have Sunday school at 8:45. You can check us out on our social media or our website. We look forward to seeing you. Go Tigers.
Don't suffer in the summer heat. Benefield's Heating and Cooling in Eufaula has you covered. Locally owned and operated, licensed and bonded, we're your trusted Bryant Factory authorized dealer. And just like Bryant says, we service everything we sell. So stay cool all summer long with Benefield's Heating and Cooling. Call 334-695-8039 today and be a cool cat this season.
In sports, every point counts, and at Alpha Insurance, we know when it comes to your budget, every dollar counts. That's why we work to get you the lowest rates and best discounts available. Plus, every Alpha policy comes with personal service from our hometown team. Call Alpha to start saving today. In Eufaula, call Alpha agent Keith Bryan at 334-687-8268 or stop by our office at 1326A South Eufaula Avenue.
Attention contractors, is your metal roofing provider slowing you down? APEC Metal Express fills orders within a week. 40-year finish warranty, 17 different colors, and multiple truss styles. Work more and wait less.
Hey, this is Pastor Jimmy Simmons with Chester Chapel. We would like to invite you to come out with us to worship with us at 10 o'clock on Sunday mornings for Sunday school and 11 o'clock for a worship service, and then Wednesday night at 6:30. And as always, go Tigers.
All right, back here at Tiger Stadium after extended halftime break, but we appreciate the Booster Club sending us some. They always take care of us here at halftime, and they sent sausage dogs up here along with hot dogs, and I had to take advantage of one of those good sausage dogs here during that extended break, so we appreciate them doing that for us. It was Barrett Stevenson and company down there. We appreciate all the work they do behind the scenes. But here it's 13-0. The Tigers trail at halftime to Vigor. It was really two plays that are the difference in this game. Tigers have 2 turnovers in their first 2 possessions. It was a fumble that gave Vigor the ball at the 22-yard line of Eufaula. Tigers are able to force a Vigor turnover as they came up with an interception that was taken out of the end zone, returned to the Tiger 2-yard line. That was kind of a tough situation because on third down, the Tigers tried to go to the air on 3rd down and 7. That ball was intercepted at the Tiger 12-yard line. From there, Vigor wasn't able to do much with the football themselves. They missed a field goal that was wide to the right, a 26-yard field goal. So that after 2 Vigor possessions deep in Tiger territory, we still stood at 0-0. But then Eufaula unable to move the ball on their 3rd possession. They punted 2 Vigor. It was a good punt by Alvarez that hit at the Tiger 46-yard line, took a big Tiger roll, but the deep snapper actually hit the return man before he had a chance to field the football. We thought it was a bad call. The officials running the clock said no. Even if the ball hits the ground, they have an opportunity to field it. So the 15-yard penalty gave Vigor the ball at the 38-yard line. The 3rd time was the charm as Vigor took them one play as they went deep. It was a 38-yard pass play that put Vigor ahead 7-0 with 3 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter play. From there, Vigor kicked an onside kick. They successfully recovered at the Tiger 49-yard line. After a 5-yard penalty, the Vigor Wolves picked up 3 yards on first down, but on second down, they went to the air once again, and it was a long touchdown pass, 51 yards, that they scored with 2:07 to go in the first quarter. Point after touchdown was no good. Made the score 13-0 in favor of Vigor. From there, it was a defensive struggle. The final 14 minutes and 7 seconds of the first half, as we find ourselves tied at, we find ourselves with a 13-0 score here at halftime in favor of Vigor. But if you look at halftime stats, Vigor was 4 of 7 through the air for 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. So 94 yards through the air for Vigor. Overall, Vigor ran 22 offensive plays for 135 yards in the first half. Only 2 first downs for Vigor, because on those long touchdown passes, you don't award first downs on those plays because they go for touchdowns. So only 2 first downs for Vigor in the first half, 135 yards, 15 carries for 41 yards for Vigor on the ground. So 94 yards through the air. Most of that on 2 plays, the 2 touchdown passes. There was 3 penalties against Vigor in the first half for 17 yards. So Vigor 135 yards total on 22 plays. Eufaula 17 offensive plays, only 13 yards of positive offense tonight for Eufaula. No first downs. Through the air, Eufaula 1 of 2 for 5 yards and an interception. 16 carries, only 8 yards on the ground for Eufaula. 2 penalties for 20 yards for Eufaula. So, Charles, the bad news is it's never good when your penalty yards are more than your positive offensive yards. So,
in the pregame, you were talking about how strong their defense was, and they're definitely showing us that. And you talked about how their offense, is averaging 38 points a game. Well, giving up 13 points in a half, I think our defense played good. Our offense, we had a little pass play that was out in a little flat there, and the ball was tipped. The receiver, the running back actually came out of the backfield. He was wide open. He could have gone for big yards, but the ball just got tipped by the defender. But, we were successful early there, running the ball wide, and then they made their adjustments. And I'm really impressed with their speed on defense, and they're very disciplined. They're well coached.
Oh, they are well coached on defense, especially. Eufaula's just struggling to find anything that will work offensively, and you did allude to that play. That was a 4th down play. They slipped the it was a play action pass. They faked the fullback. They slipped the tailback out of the backfield, and he was open. Nobody went with him, but the pressure in Wright's face tipped the ball, and it still almost got to him. He almost was able to get back to it, but if it had been on stride, like you said, it was a big play. Might have been a touchdown, but it would definitely been a first down.
With the pressure they're putting on us, that might not be a bad play to go back to because, him being so wide open. But our offensive line's got to contain a little more than what they're doing. We got to I know that, the Vigor's fast, quick, but our offensive line's got to do a little more containing, and, they're good as that advertised on defense.
That's right.
I talked to Coach coming out of the locker room, and he said coming in, we knew they were going after those big plays, and that's the two scores that they got were on those big plays. Outside of that, defense played pretty good, only 2 first downs, and he said we've got to stop turning the ball over, and we're not good enough to play behind the stick. So Tigers offense will be challenged to be on the positive side every play.
So looking at some other scores from around the state, Catholic leads Citronelle 15-0. It is, and I'm not sure who this is over Leeds. It's maybe Fairfield over Leeds, or no, I'm sorry, 7-7 late in the second quarter. We'll try to check.
Play Central 24 Williamson, nothing.
Okay, so that's been updated. Then it was 15-0 when we got the last score here, and UMS leads at the half over Andalusia 7-6. So that's a close game as we thought it might be. And Central Clay 24-0 at halftime. That's right. Central Clay Catholic was 15-0 over Citronelle. So, most of these games in the second round is, a lot of times you have a more even matchup in the second round than you do in the first round, and all these games are relatively close. Corner, this is out of North Alabama, 27-14 over Boaz. So,
Alba 14-6 in Lindale. Second quarter.
Yeah. So anyway, John Wayne, I heard you talking to Coach Jernigan. He's not going to give away any secrets for us to talk about up here on the air. But in your opinion, it will be Vigor with the football to start the third quarter, but Tigers offensively, the other thing, we need to block a little better if we can. But they've done this to everybody this year. What needs to happen for the Tigers to move the ball?
I really think we need to spread them out a little bit and not have so many in the box. We can give ourselves an opportunity to make a block or two and get 3 or 4 yards.
Right.
Right now, their defensive line and linebackers are just controlling that 3 yards. There's nothing there that I can see.
Right.
Either some misdirection, some kind of counters.
Yeah, I mean, we tried the counter one time and it went for like -4 because by the time we faked one way and went the other way, they were all over
us. That's right. And getting back to the little boys like me and Doug, me and Charles used to coach. Sometimes them long counts can make a little difference. Get them on their heels and not so much going forward. Get them thinking about watching the ball. And these kids are a lot more mature, a lot better athletes. But we got to do something to get them to stop coming forward so much and get them on their heels so we can have an opportunity to attack them.
Well, we ran a reverse there. I guess the last time we had the ball, it was 3rd and 17. Right. Out of those, it was an individual effort. He broke 2 tackles and picked up 6 yards, which the longest rush of the night for Eufaula was 6 yards. And so, I mean, maybe some misdirection, but it's got to happen fast.
Yeah, right. Or we just need to stop that rush and give our quarterback time to get something downfield. Give our receivers an opportunity to get a step or two inside somebody.
Well, it just about has to be a quick pass. I mean, because I don't know that.
Yeah, time. He don't have any time.
I don't know if we run slants very much. I don't recall them this year. Now they are risky because they can get deflected up in the air, be intercepted. But it's got to be something fast.
Right.
Ball's on the tee. We're about ready to get started here in the 3rd quarter. Vigor will
get a quick hit outside like that. He breaks a tackle. He could be gone.
That's right. Vigor looking for the onside kick. It will be a pooch kick right in the middle. It will hit. It'll be fielded, and the player will go down at the 28-yard line. So that's an effective kickoff for Eufaula as they just kind of kicked it to the open space right there in the center of the field. And Vigor fields it cleanly, but then they just go down and give themselves up at the 28. That's where Vigor will take over here as we begin the 3rd quarter. So Tiger defense after a rest here at halftime. Hopefully the Tiger defense can continue to play like they have. Vigor's tried to make some adjustments as well, John Wayne. And we say we're missing Doug Applin and Jimmy Simmons tonight, so we hope Jimmy's doing well tonight as well. They run the ball to the right, but he changes direction. The speedy back is down the sidelines into Tiger territory. It's Benjamin. He's going to be run out of bounds. Just a great effort that time by Gerald McCray. But from the 28-yard line all the way down to the 35-yard line of Eufaula. So Tiger defense did a good job. They pick up almost as many yards on that. Actually, they do. They pick up more yards on that one play than they had on the ground the whole first half. That was 37 yards. They had 41 yards on the ground. 37 yards on that one carry. First down.
And that looked like a busted play. He changed direction and came back this way.
Shotgun formation now. They're going to hand it to Benjamin once again, trying to sweep the right side. Kevion Lamont almost had him in the backfield. He is stumbling. He's still on his feet, though. He's going to go inside the 20. He was stumbling basically all the way on that play. He ran as far as he could to try to outrun Lamont. He did finally outrun Lamont around the end, but he picks up yardage down to the 15. That's about a 20-yard gain.
That's great speed on his. Lamont isn't easy to outrun. And they were step for step, and when he made the cut, he was gone.
21 yards, so 58 yards on 2 rushing plays, and they're right in the red zone already. Goodness. Unusual formation here is it's kind of reverse wishbone almost under center. They're going to hand it to the one back. He has shot out of a cannon up the middle. He dives inside the 5 down to the 1. So 13 yards on that carry. I don't know that I've ever seen that formation, John Wayne.
I don't know what you call that, a horseshoe.
I don't know. 2 backs, as you can see on the screen. Going to hand it off to the back off the left side. He is driving, and he is into the end zone. No, they haven't signaled yet.
Yeah, the official on this side signaled touchdown.
I never did see the touchdown signal. They are bringing people in from the sidelines, I guess, to kick the extra point, but never did see the signal that they have put the points on the scoreboard with 10:55 to go here. That's a quick drive for Vigor. 4 plays on the ground. 72 yards on 4 running plays. I guess that's what they talked about at halftime.
Yeah, I was going to say somebody saw something at half. Only two first downs in the first half and come out to 4 plays and running the ball.
2 first downs on that drive alone. It took 1 minute and 5 seconds, 4 running plays to drive 72 yards, and Vigor leads 20-0. We are still early in the third quarter, John Wayne, but if we had Dandy Don with us, he might be singing already.
I don't know if the fat, Mr. Lanneray used to say the fat lady standing up, warming up to sing, but I don't think she might be standing up. I don't know if she'd be singing yet. We'll see what Eufaula can do offensively on this drive. It'd be good to get the ball and make some positive progress and get some points on this board.
That was a disheartening drive if you're wearing red and white.
Yeah, they saw something and made some adjustments because our defense, they were gaining nothing up the middle in the first half, and that time it was like the gates were open and all they could just walk through.
Well, 37, 21, 13, and 1 on those runs. Pooch kick going to come down at the 22-yard line, be bobbled this time by Eufaula and running laterally, which is not what you want to do. Now turning it upfield, crossing the 25, maybe the 26. More than likely it's the 25. That's where they're going to mark him down as the 25-yard line. 3-yard return. 3-yard kickoff return.
Looking at that defense, I mean, there's some good size on that defensive front. 59, 45, number 5. There's some good-looking athletes.
Under center once again for the Tigers. I formation sprinting to the right, but just a jailbreak in the backfield. Wright turns it back upfield. He went so deep that by the time he turned it back upfield, he picked up maybe 1.5 yards. He had 3 people in the backfield as quick as he was.
Yeah, and like we said, I think he was trying to set up the throw, but he never even had a chance to look downfield to see if he had someone.
1 yard gain.
I don't think that was a design run.
Oh, I don't believe so either, but he had 3 people in the backfield just as quick as
he was.
Yeah. He took the snap and ran backwards to sprinting out to throw a sprint out. That's what they're trying to counter the rush with. And they were back there as quick as he was. There's a 5-man front for Vigor. They'll hand it off to the fullback trying to catch those guys. Sometimes they're getting upfield so fast you can catch a fullback, can run past them.
Right.
But it is going to be a positive gain of 3. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6. If you tune in late, the Tigers still looking for their first down of the game.
Right. We actually had a double team on the nose guard that time, and for you to put a double team on the nose guard, that left that linebacker free. That linebacker was free to go where the ball went.
So 3rd and 6. Let's see what the Tigers dial up this time, looking for the first down from their 24-yard line. No, it is a 29-yard line. 29-yard line. First down would come at the 35. Going to be a tall sweep.
Good block.
William Slaughter. He breaks the line of scrimmage. He gets up to the 32-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 3, but he needed 6. So it's going to be 4th and 3. Tigers bring the punt team in. He broke the initial wave there, John Wayne, and you look at it. I think he has a chance, and then it's 3 yards short. Alvarez stands back at his 18-yard line. 2 men back to
return. A while ago, they threw a flag on that.
Yeah.
On us.
Alvarez takes a long time and almost blocked that time. It's a low kick. It's going to hit. Vigor they're going to field it. I wonder why one of them was signaling fair catch the whole time. Yeah, I missed that. So
yeah, he was coming across. The one on the other side was coming this way, signaling fair catch.
So we're going to spot it at the 30-yard line of Vigor. So pretty effective punt that time. 39 yards from Alvarez.
That's a pretty good looking offensive line they got there too. Some meat on that line, Charles.
So from the 30-yard line comes Vigor. They will hand it to the back off the left side. And once again, finding some running room, he's going to take it up to the 39-yard line, a gain of 9 on that first down play. I sure would like to know what adjustments they've made because actually they're going to spot it back to the 38, so an 8-yard gain.
Running like that, we may not see another pass tonight. Same play.
So up the middle, across the 40 to the 43-yard line, gain of 5 on that play. So 8 yards and 5 yards. Compared to the first possession of the second half, not as big a yardage, but still, Dice Barnett on that tackle for Eufaula. That's a first down for Vigor at the 43-yard line. Clock rolling here with 7:42 to go in the third quarter. It's 20-0. Vigor leads in this game. And timeout by Vigor. With that timeout, we'll step aside, be back after this commercial break.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Hey Tiger fans, Daniel Pulley here, your local Chick-fil-A Eufaula owner-operator. We are proud to be the official sponsor for the Eufaula Tiger Coaches Show. Be sure to join us for the live show every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Our incredible team is ready to serve you. And don't forget, eat more chicken.
Nothing. Vigor leads, and it's first down and 10 from the 43-yard line of Vigor. Shotgun formation motion by the running back to the right side. He is looking to throw the ball this time. They're going to throw it deep. Has the man out there. He's going to overthrow everyone this time. Incomplete. It'll be second down and 10.
Second now.
So second and 10 from the 43-yard line. So they decided to throw it once again. They threw it deep, and the way they had success early in the game, I don't know that I wouldn't do that more than they have. Catholics up at the half, 22-0 in their game over Citronelle. These scores compliments of Doug Applin, who listened to us at home. Could not make it tonight, but we hope everything is going well for him and for Jimmy Simmons, who is listening at home. So that first down play can be second down play. It's a gain of 6 yards just on a toss sweep out of the shotgun. It'll be a third down and 4 now after that 6-yard gain. All right. Just a lot of athletes, a lot of speed.
Looking down that list, there's several that's over the 300 mark. I don't know if they're on the field or not, but their speed's what's amazing me.
It's the
Their
speed.
speed on offense and defense. Not just their specialty players, but their big guys as well.
Quarterback rolling to his right. Lamons hits him and forces an incomplete pass. Good pressure that time by Kevion Lamons as he came in hard and fast. He hit the quarterback, forced an errant throw. It'll be a fourth down and 4, and it looks like it'll be a punting situation for Vigor.
Good job by the defense. I thought that was. I heard a commercial playing on the speaker. I thought that was us, Keith.
Yeah, we're so accustomed to hearing it, the Lawrence Streeter commercial. So, fourth down and 4 with 6:29 to go here in the third quarter. Play 20-0. Vigor leads. Zakai Steele, the senior, stands back at his 20-yard line. Punt is away. Steele is going to let it hit. It's going to roll towards the Tiger end zone. It's going to roll into the end zone.
Yes,
finally.
It barely made it.
So that ends up being a 51-yard punt. And I know Steele was certainly hoping for that ball to keep on going.
We talked about speed. 8 of their 11 was standing there trying to get it before it got over the goal line.
So Eufaula will take over at the 20-yard line. Trailing by 20. Still looking for something positive offensively. Tigers under center once again. They will go with it's basically 2 wide receivers to the left. We're going to run the cross. It's an end around, but we're going backwards. We're going to lose back to the 6-yard line. That's a 14-yard loss on the end around.
I think they had 9 of their 11 in the box that time.
They're gonna mark it, I believe, at the 8. So that's only going to be a loss of 12. Yeah, we were concerned. This is, as we said, the top defense in the state of Alabama. So with that loss of 7, loss of 12, the Tigers are -5 offensively here in the second half. Under center once again. Wright takes it, hands it to his fullback who is fighting. He's running hard as Jave Williams, but he picks up 2 yards out to the 10-yard line.
I mean, just like Coach said, we're not good enough to play behind the sticks, and we're 3rd down and 20. So I mean,
last week Sipsey Valley surprisingly ran the ball. I understand the middle. They had I think total offense. They ended up with 135, 140 yards of offense last week.
Defense.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's kind of surprising, and would give you a little bit of hope if you're. I'm with you. Your halftime comments. Your best option might be to spread these guys out, try to
outrun them, but that's a big challenge as well.
There's a pass play. It's completely high steal. It's going to lose yard back down to the near 5-yard line. We'll see. So back to is that the 6-yard line? I think that play actually loses 4 yards.
5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the way I sit here, I cannot see the clock, so I have to actually lean forward to see it. So I appreciate you giving that time update. But Tigers go backwards 16 yards on that possession. Here's a snap. Alvarez from deep in his end zone kicks it away. It's going to hit.
No.
I don't know if he hit the Vigor's player or not, but
it did then. He threw his beanbag out.
Well, he did, but Vigor fell on the ball afterwards. So I would think they would give him the ball where they fell on at the 43-yard line.
Side judge over here hasn't spotted at the 43.
Since they recovered, I think they would have gotten it up around the 48 where Eufaula touched it. I don't know if it's dead when Eufaula touches it. I think it may be.
That's what looks like the back judge is saying it's dead there on the 48, 47. That's where they put the ball down. That's it. First down on the 47.
In the 3rd quarter, 4:28. It seems like the first quarter went fast. This 3rd quarter has been relatively slow so far. 10th possession already for Vigor tonight. Handoff in the backfield. The Tigers going to bring him down. It was Randy Screws, the first man there for Eufaula, back at the 43-yard line. That's a loss of 4 yards on first down. So, I mean,
good job of penetration in by the defense. When he ran back 4 yards before he handed it off, but when he turned around, we're all over.
They ran 4 plays just straight down the field, scored that quick touchdown. But since then, the Tiger defense has settled in so far.
Either that, or we're saving footage for next week's opponent, right? I'll show them everything I got.
Hand off to the backfield. Tigers are there. They bring him down for another loss of 4 back to the 39. 20-0. Vigor leads in this game, but Tigers have not been able to do anything offensively.
I mean, that formation they drove down and scored on, they ran 3 plays out of that formation. I mean, you may not see it again tonight. Not if their defense continues to play the way they are now. You got them loaded up over here.
They're going to shift, though. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. They may throw the ball here. It is 3rd down and long, 3rd and about 18 yards to go. And they are going to throw with empty backfield. Quarterback's going to plenty of time. He throws it down deep. He has a man there, and he get right off of his hands. It's, I don't know what it is. It seems like our coverage will be there, and then they'll just
walk away from us.
They'll walk away from us at the last minute.
I think he puts the ball out there, and they hit that speed to try to get to the ball. They run under the ball.
So on 4th and 18, Vigor will line up and send the punt team out, dropping back deep as Zakai Steele.
I don't think we've had one return this year. This would be a good time to take one to the house and get this team and these fans back on their feet.
There's a good snap. And it kicks away. It's a wobbly spiral that Steele will take on a fair catch at the 27-yard line. Pretty good punt for them, and
2:48 left in the 3rd.
Yeah. So the Tiger offense comes back out, and we'll see what they decide to do here. The tight formation, unfortunately, the element of surprise was not there tonight. 2:48 left here in the 3rd.
Now Blackers bringing it on. Had him before he ever got the snap.
Yeah, they're walking up the line of scrimmage, just an all-out blitz.
So they need to go on 2, make them jump. Got to get them off balance a little bit. I think if you'd have went on a 2 count, then them linebackers would have been 5 yards deep.
Yeah, that's what you typically do to try to counteract that, because they just jumped the line of scrimmage immediately. So 2nd and 15 after the loss of 5. And John Wayne, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the Tigers negative yards on the night now.
Oh, wow.
Only 13 positive yards at halftime. They were minus 14, now minus 5. They're minus 19 here in the second half.
Coach Jernigan called timeout.
So timeout on the field. We'll step aside for a quick commercial break and be back after this.
Precision Body Works is a state-of-the-art collision facility dedicated to providing customers with outstanding service and a quality repair experience. We have been serving Eufaula and the surrounding areas for over 20 years and have earned a reputation as being a premier collision repair center. Precision Body Works uses environmentally friendly PPG water-based paint and also offers 24-hour record service as well as top-of-the-line accessories from such brands as Cam Locker, Ranch Hand, Retrax, Weston, and WeatherTech. We are located at 1210 North Eufaula Avenue, or call us at 334-687-47. When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan.
So for 2 games.
2nd down 15 from the Tigers' 22-yard line. Under center is Wright once again. Vigor up in the box with 8 or 9 people.
Golly. How did you get up in the middle of that quick?
I don't know.
He was untouched. And nobody even tried to block him. I'm thinking that's a defensive tackle, too.
It was. He was lined up right over the center. He came in the A gap to the.
Stretch his jersey, grab his foot, do something.
He went right between the right guard and the center.
Yeah.
Untouched. He fired off and was going forward when Wright was trying to go backwards, and he
all right, we got some pretty good gaps on the line here now. So we're in the shotgun. Okay.
Wright takes it. He's going to be pressured. He's going to roll to the left. He's going to pull it down and try to run this time. He has some open field. He's going to just dart out of bounds on 3rd and long. He goes out of bounds short of the original first down mark. The original down marker, but he did pick up positive yardage of about 6 or 7 yards. He goes out at the 23-yard line. So 4th down, Tigers still looking for a first down in this game.
Oh,
Snap. Alvarez, a good job getting it down. He gets the punt away. It's going to hit. Takes a big Eufaula bounce this time. Vigor can't help himself. He had to field it. And I'm not sure what the whistles are for. They blew the whistle before the player was on the ground. It's going to be right at the 30-yard line once again for Vigor.
One thing, it's been a pretty well officiated game. We hadn't had a whole lot of flags or a whole lot of questionable calls. But as you get deeper in the playoffs, you get better officiating as well.
That's right.
Fifty seconds left in the third quarter. That's
they mark it at the 29.
Sent a man out of the huddle. They had 12 in the huddle and sent one off.
So they're in shotgun formation. Quarterback with one back to his left. He will take it. Quarterback's going to keep it this time, and he's going to be drugged down from behind. That time it was looks like 27.
7, yes, sir.
Zachariah McCoy, he is a 10th grader.
He actually dove over the blocker to grab hold of the quarterback.
This has been interesting. This could
22 and 22. It's really close.
They're gonna snap it again. One more play here in the third quarter, barring an incomplete pass or penalty. They're going to take it. They're going to run a draw play. It's Benjamin with the ball. Surprisingly, still their starting running back in the game for them. You see flag laying at the 31-yard line. John Wayne, 2 long pass plays.
Yes, sir.
2 long pass plays, and then 1 drive on the ground. And otherwise, it's been a stalemate in this game.
And that's kind of what Coach said last night. I listened to the show. I wasn't able to be there, but, they take advantage of mistakes, and they depend a lot on the big plays. That's what he said down there at halftime a while ago, that we knew they were coming with big plays, and that's how they got those first 2 scores.
Well, it was really 3 big runs on that drive. They had a 37, a 21, and then like a 14-yard run or whatever. They got it down to the doorstep of the end zone, and then pushed it in. And then otherwise, it's just been pretty much their offense is going backwards other than that one drive.
I mean, they're sitting at second down in 21 now?
Quarterback looking at the throws and drop back. He throws a deep pass. He has people there. It's going to be tipped up. It's going to be intercepted by Jalen Parker. Parker on the interception. He's going to break a tackle. He takes it back inside the 40. He's going to take it down to the 35-yard line. Goes Jalen Parker for Eufaula. Double coverage that time by Eufaula. Tip drill. Parker came up with it. I did not catch the number of the Tiger who tipped it, but
I think it was 15.
Taiwan Turner. That's the final play of the third quarter, and the Tigers will have it with their best starting field position, 1st and 10 from the Vigor 35-yard line. We'll step aside for a commercial break. Be back after this.
When it's football time, we at First Franklin Financial are big fans of our local teams, just like you. We've been part of the community for over 75 years, and when you need money for repairs or emergencies, we'll help you play offense. We offer fixed-rate loans up to $15,000 with easy payment plans and fast approvals. Visit 1ffc.com to find the location near you. Legal, all loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage License number 5656.
Spectra Care wants to remind you it's always the right time to talk with children and teens in your life about the dangers of substance and alcohol abuse. Tackle those tough conversations about underage drinking and substance use head on with the young people you care about. Talk. They hear you.
With the world changing all around us, everyone needs to be covered by insurance.
As we begin the fourth quarter, the Tigers with the golden opportunity here. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line of Vigor. Toss sweep. Antonio Slaughter going to throw the halfback pass. Will be intercepted. He threw it, underthrew. He had a touchdown if he could have gotten enough on it, but he underthrew it, and a nice over-the-shoulder catch by the defensive back of Vigor, and
defense right back on the field. Eufaula's got a player down.
That's a situation there where
72. He was down earlier.
We had seen Jalen Wright throw that ball a time or two.
Yep.
Wright's got, he plays running back. He's played running back the majority of the season, and we'd seen him throw that ball. If Wright throws that ball, that's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, he was wide. He was 10 yards by himself. He was running free. The ball was underthrown, and they intercepted it back.
But that was the time to run that play.
Oh, yeah.
First down from the 35-yard line. Great play call. Just did not, unfortunately, unable to execute. There was some pressure in the back space, though, as he was trying to throw that ball. He had pressure. It was under duress.
Well, one thing I noticed from up here at the distance, we turned and pitched it. There was just a flow. That defense just flowed with the ball. It was like a white wave just moving right along with the pitch. I mean, if it had just been a pitch run, he may have gained a yard or two.
If that, yeah, yes. They were right in his face. So Vigor takes over at their 28-yard line. So Tiger defense right back out on the field. 11:48 to go here in the fourth. There's that formation for them again. 3 backs in the backfield that we saw them run on their touchdown drive. Good tackle that time by Dias Barnett, the senior defensive lineman for the Tigers. Brings them down after a 5-yard gain. It looks like it's got wider spacing than a wishbone, but it's like an inverted wishbone. Now they break that.
They're in it again.
Well, no, they are. They are.
I'm going to see what the other 2 backs do.
They're going to take it. They're going to hand it off to the single back once again. He breaks the line of scrimmage. He'll have his first down as he crosses the 40 out to the 43-yard line. So 10-yard gain on that play. I guess they decided they want to put a few more points on the board, so they went back to the formation they ran to begin the second half. Unusual. 2 backs are basically blocking backs.
Well, they didn't really block. They just more or less went straight ahead, and I guess you'd call it a tailback behind him went straight ahead and got the ball. So, I guess.
Now they're in that formation, but the quarterback's in shotgun.
Yes, sir. Put him in motion.
Motion to the right. Quarterback going to take the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to his running back, who has some running room. This time he'll cross midfield into Tiger territory and picks up 12 yards on that, or 11 yards on that carry. So here we go again. 5, 10, 11 yards on 3 carries on this possession that began back at the 20.
Just for no reason, they're 10-1. They're a good football team.
Oh, no doubt about it. Very good football team. First and 10 from the 45-yard line of Eufaula. Going to throw a pass play. It was dropped. It was kind of a hitch route on the far side. He was trying to run with the ball to the outside before he actually got full possession of it, and it was dropped, fortunately. It'd be second down and 10 from the 45.
Have y'all picked it up the way they're substituting 2 and 3 players each play?
Yeah. Receivers look like. Yep.
This time they're going double tight ends, full house backfield, 1 man in motion to the outside is going to be. They're going to hand it off to the other back, the right halfback. He's going to sweep the left side, and he steps out of bounds after a gain of 6, just inside the 40-yard line of Eufaula. It'll set up a 3rd down and 4.
2 receivers on, 2 receivers off.
I haven't really been paying attention. Are they running the plays in, or are they signaling the plays in?
I think those 2 that come in bringing it with them. Now, earlier in the game when they wasn't huddling up, they were sealing them in, but now that they're huddling up.
So 3rd down 4 from the 39-yard line of Eufaula. They will take it. They're looking to throw this time. They're going to throw it deep. They have a man out there. It's going to be caught.
Wow. Double coverage.
Double coverage, and he goes up in between and catches it for the 40-yard, a 39-yard touchdown pass. So 6 plays, 72 yards, a pair of 72-yard drives for touchdowns for Vigor here in the second half. 9:40 to go in the game tonight.
Yeah.
Score 26-0 in favor of Vigor.
9:40 to go.
Vigor yet to surrender a point here in the postseason. The kick, extra point is up and good. So 27-0 combined score. They've outscored their opponent 73-0 so far in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Vigor's defense, as advertised, they've given up 52 points all season long. 24 of those points came against UMS Wright and Baker. So other than those 2 games, John Wayne, in the other 10 games, they've given up 28 points.
Right. And the game they lost, it was 10-9.
Right.
The quarterback, what is he, a senior?
The quarterback, and here's the bad thing, Charles, believe it or not, that is not even their first string quarterback. Their first string quarterback is Sammy Dunn, number 3, who is a junior. The guy who is playing quarterback tonight is also a junior.
He's got a strong line.
He's a wide receiver.
Oh, wow.
He's listed on the roster as a wide receiver. There's a straightaway kick. It's going to come down to Steele at the 8-yard line. Steele bringing it up. He has some running room. He's going to cross the 30. He'll be tackled at the 32-yard line. Be quite a few seniors. The Tigers will they'll play their final game tonight here at Tiger Stadium. We'll kind of go down that list as we have some time left here. 9:28 to go here in the fourth quarter of play.
That's under center, I formation. Linebackers are 1 yard off. Look at them. They had the quarterback at Super
Ball hit the ground, but Wright was able to fall on it, but it was a loss of 2 yards on that play. This I'm reluctant to talk freely, John Wayne, but this is probably a historic night in a bad way for the Tiger offense. I don't ever remember anything even remotely close to this.
Even the games when we were shut out, we still looked at 100 yards of offense. We still had some positives offensively.
There's actually just going to be try to be a quarterback sneak, and they're going to graciously give us no gain on that play, but I actually believe we lost a yard. It's going to be 3rd down and 12.
I mean, as soon as the ball was in his hands, he had arms wrapped around him. I mean, he's not even getting a chance to turn and hand the ball off.
Right. But fortunately, I guess, or maybe unfortunately, you can see what's happening. You just have depending on us to describe it. We're doing shotgun formation this time with 4 wide receivers. And we're going to throw it down deep. We have a man there. It just did not quite make the connection. It was intended for side of those. And it was double coverage, but DeVos had an inside track on that football. Unfortunately, it fell incomplete. It'll be 4th and 12. And Alvarez has been a busy man tonight. This will be his 11th punt of the game. He's done a good job punting as well.
11th punt.
11th punt of the game. I'm sorry, 12th. I missed a possession. 12th punt.
There you go.
He gets it away. It's a kind of an unusual spiral. It turned over. Takes a small. You actually going to continue to take a Eufaula roll inside the 25 to around the 24-yard line. So
7:40 left in the fourth.
So that's a 45-yard punt there from Alvarez, who has really come on the last 2-3 weeks with the punt in the punting department. So with 7:40 left, Vigor will take over inside their 25 to 24-yard line.
You know, with 7:40 left, you're down 27-0. As a player, you pretty much understand what the outcome's going to be. But this is when you really get a gut check and let that Tiger pride. You just keep playing, keep fighting. Don't ever give up.
And as you say that, it's going to be a 76-yard touchdown run. Now, there we go. Great job by Taiwan Turner. It looked like it was going to be a jailbreak. Number 7, who's a new running back, Kingston Bush. He's listed as a fullback linebacker. Maybe one of the reasons he's a senior, 5'9", 198, but no give up that time. He was 10, 15 yards behind the defense, and Taiwan Turner ran him down from behind. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line if you fall after that long run.
Back in that formation with the shotgun. Sends tail in motion.
Yep. They're going to throw flags. It's going to be
he turned upfield.
Going to be a legal procedure on Vigor that'll cost them 5 yards. I believe that's only the 4th penalty of the night on Vigor. Not been many penalties on either team tonight. Probably the least penalty game we've had this year.
And I hadn't seen any clock problems either.
Yeah, unfortunately, the clock hasn't mattered.
No,
in this game. Everyone knew the hill was pretty steep to the Tigers tonight against this Vigor defense, and we knew the offense for Vigor was dangerous. And they've been opportunistic tonight. And fortunately, the Tiger defense held them the first 2 possessions on short field out of the end zone. Going to throw a pass play. It is complete, kind of a stop route, but then he hit hard inside. He went up. He picked up 14 yards, but be short of his first down. It was 1st and 15. Now it's second and 1.
I want to ask you a question, both of you. Take your time about answering, but who's the better team, Montgomery Catholic or Vigor?
I'll tell you, Montgomery Catholic's defensive line was one of the best defensive lines I've seen this year as far as standing up the blockers.
Into the end zone goes Vigor, 9 yards for the touchdown.
Standing up the blockers and then shedding that blocker to make those tackles. And it also freed their linebackers up. That was against a Eufaula offense that I think was maybe a little stronger than the offense we got now, as far as earlier in the season.
Earlier in the season,
not the injuries,
I want to kind of remind you guys the second half at Russell County. I mean, the Eufaula offense just took charge of the game and really did a lot of it on the ground. And I don't know. I really don't know what happened from there. Now Eufaula suffered a big injury the first week of the season, losing Parker Simmons. I mean, that was the leader of the offensive line, 3-year starter. You lose him week 1, but that Russell County game was week 2. Now it was coming back. That was coming off a loss. The Tigers were upset at home to Booker T. Washington. So sometimes that's what happened. Andalusia and Eufaula. Andalusia was coming off of a loss at Charles Henderson. They really played well against Eufaula that next week, but Eufaula played great against Russell County. Played really good against Greenville.
They're going to go for 2 here.
Played well last week.
Penalty got him up on the 1-yard line.
So the 2-point conversion, they're going to hand it off in the backfield. The Tigers are going to tackle him, but he fell, I believe, into the end zone, and that'll be good. That'll make the score 35-0.
With 6 minutes to go in this ball game.
So it is what to borrow a old saying from Nick Saban. It is what it is tonight.
Well, we talked about it earlier too. We've had some injuries. We have 5 young men there.
5 seniors are out.
Right.
And you lost two linebackers 2 weeks ago, one to a broke leg at Blakely and once an ACL there in Blakely, which were both outstanding linebackers.
That's right.
Played good football.
Well, injuries, that will hurt a team big.
Oh, no doubt about it. So,
well, one thing, you know, when you lost Parker first week of the season, you lost a good athlete, a good lineman, but you also lost some leadership from that offensive line that, you know, I mean, all our time we played ball. There's always a leader. There's always somebody that gels them together.
there's a kickoff. It's going to be screened by Steele. Trying to get to the 20. He won't make it. He'll be tackled at the 18-yard line. There was 7 minutes exactly on the clock when that ball was kicked. Now 5:48. So some time slipped off that clock. No, I'm sorry, 6 minutes. 6 minutes on the clock. So 12 seconds on that kickoff.
Hey, another big injury we suffered this year was losing Clayton, losing our long snapper. You know, we had a couple games where we had some very big mistakes that I don't think would have happened if we'd have had our senior snapper in there.
Kind of an offset formation here. They're going to run the toss sweep to Slaughter. Slaughter is going to hit in the backfield for a loss of 5 on that play. Folks, we won't bring you many final stats from this game, but it's I've never seen anything like it before.
Nah. And, you know, I got a feeling the coaching staff are a little relieved they don't have a game next week. They don't have to watch his film on Sunday.
Right. 2nd and 15 from the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. Tigers running the play clock down now. They're going to run a bootleg. He's going to throw it up. It's kind of up in the air. It's going to be caught. Great play by, and he's going to be up out of bounds at the 26-yard line. That's easily the longest play of the night. And if you watch it on the film, he got hit as he was throwing. It was just a wounded duck up in the air, but it was caught, and it'll be 3rd down and 2.
He was behind everybody.
Yeah. But they get so much pressure up in the face. I mean, that's what happened on the sweep pass and even on that bootleg pass there. So much speed, pursuit speed, and so much pressure that it forces the errant throw. 3rd and 2 from the 26-yard line. I'm going to tell you, I quarterback sneak this. It may not be. They're going to. Jalen Wright's going to take it. He cuts back inside. He's going to be tackled for no gain. So 13-yard pass play, the longest play of the night, and then no gain. And Alvarez out for his 13th punt of the night.
And they're not sending anybody back deep.
I guess they think the Tigers are going to take it. 3:08 on a running clock here. The Tigers are content just to run this play clock down. Just try to shorten it in this game. As they do that, I'm sure they'll snap it here. We'll make sure we call this punt, and then we'll kind of go down this list of senior. Alvarez is going to take it. He's going to put it away finally. A missile shot. Man, what a nice punt. Spiral that turns over. It's going to roll inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. Nice punt by Alvarez. That punt from the 26-yard line to the 18-yard line.
You know, overall for the year, these Tigers, I mean, they've had their ups or downs. A lot of injuries have taken place. But for this group of Tigers to get to the second round of playoffs again, it just shows you the tradition of Eufaula football. It's, you know, yeah, we may not be perfect. We may not go undefeated every year, but the tradition's still there, the winning tradition, the tradition of fighting and continue to make playoffs and second round playoffs.
58-yard punt for Alvarez there.
Maybe his best of the year.
Yeah. Yeah, that definitely was the best of the year. Handoff in the backfield. Tigers are there, going to bring him down for about a 2-yard gain. We are under 2.5 minutes to go here. 35-0 is the score.
We have a fan that wants y'all to ask the question, who's the best team, Catholic or Vigor?
You know, I'll be honest with you, because the big playability.
And that's why I think if the two matched up, that Catholic could stop the big play.
They potentially can.
They would put more pressure on that quarterback. I think they would stop that running game by us. I mean, my opinion don't really matter, but I do think that'd be a nice matchup, be a good ball game to go to.
And it might be one I would be willing to travel to see if that one actually happens. We'll have to look at the brackets here in a minute.
Oh,
into the secondary. This is maybe a touchdown run here. It's going to depend. Tywan Turner dives this time. He doesn't stop him. It's going to be all the way 81 yards, 82 yards for the touchdown. 41-0 now. Did not catch the number of that player, but Tywan Turner gave a great effort that time. He caught him, he dove, but just did not bring him down that time. You know, someone actually predicted a score tonight, and if this extra point is good, it's going to be the exact score. I won't call any names or give any credit. Not for that kind of thing. That kick is up, and kick is no good. So they were wrong. They weren't prophetic. So
they don't need to play the lottery, do they?
No, that's pretty darn close. Anyway, 41-0 with a minute 20 to go here. Goodness, 13-0 at halftime. It's been 28 unanswered here in the second half. As the Tiger defense is finally just worn down. It was a valiant effort in the first half.
That was a great move. Now he got hit and spun off that tackler, and when he spun off, he was gone. You know, one thing too, I had seen a lot of jawing, a lot of back and forth.
Really haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's been a good game of sportsmanship between both teams.
That was and you saw the speed that time. Eufaula with pretty good team speed, but that time when he hit the open field, he was gone. Kick away he's a straightaway kicker. He kicks it pretty deep. He's going to be from the 8-yard line once again. It's going to be Zakai Steele. Steele bring it to the near sidelines. He cuts back inside. He gets brought down at the 28-yard line.
1:09 left in the game.
Catholic with 7 minutes left to go. The last update we had, which is about 5 minutes ago, they were up 43-0 in their game over Citronelle.
So Vigor will go from here and play Andalusia.
Yeah, let's look. It's gonna be the Andalusia UMS winner, and we haven't gotten an update. If anyone has that, pass that along to us. But we'll look at the bracket real quick.
That's what I was going to say. Is Catholic in the half of the bracket that
Catholic and Vigor would not meet till the semifinals.
Semifinals, okay.
And of course, in order for that to happen, next week it'll be Central Clay and Catholic. Central Clay and Catholic. The one I said incorrectly. I call this the second. This is the third ranked team in the state. Central Clay.
Okay.
Catholic is number 1. Central Clay is number 2. Both undefeated.
Got a penalty on Vigor.
Well, maybe because no, it's apparently on Eufaula because they're going backwards. Is it going to be? Apparently, it was a 15-yard penalty because they were walking it off in the 28, back inside the 15-yard line. Yeah, I haven't. Well, I don't know if anyone has an update on the UMS. UMS right. In the third, it was UMS up 7-6 over Andalusia. Here's a handoff inside. fighting for
1 minute.
yardage
1 minute.
up to the 19-yard line.
Someone has said UMS Rock won their game tonight.
It's already over?
That's what someone is saying.
Second down and about 6 yards to go. That was on that carry. It was Perry Denard, the sophomore running back. We're going to hand off inside to Denard. Denard is going to be tackled for no gain on that play. And 22 seconds to go.
We will not have to run another play.
I think we will maybe run another play.
Nah, here they come. 13, 12. That's going to do it.
So that'll be your final, 41-0. The Tigers come up short tonight to the Vigor Wolves. And that'll do it for another season of Tiger football. As we count down, we won't have a conversation with Coach Jernigan after the game tonight because John Wayne's up here with us. But kind of go through and recognize these Tiger seniors. John Wayne kind of go down through. It's Zakai Steele. We saw him return quite a few kickoffs tonight. He will be missed. Had a good career as a receiver for the Tigers. Jabe Williams, played the last 2 games on both sides of the football. Had a good game on the ground last weekend defensively. Shamarion Smith, our heart goes out to him. We saw him have a season-ending injury at Early County a couple of weeks back. Ben Jackson, great career in the Tigers secondary for Ben Jackson. Thomas Hill, also in the Tigers secondary. John Allen, Bernie Smith. Bernie Smith, I think it's 1 year playing football. He's a basketball player.
He's a basketball player. He's my neighbor across the street. And all summer, I watched him and his dad out there throwing it, him running routes, and then to see him score that first touchdown he ever made in Headland, man, I mean, it was just, it really made my day.
That's right. Zion Martin, a good year at linebacker for the Tigers.
Yes, sir.
He'll be missed. Josiah Powell for the Tigers. Randy Screws, defensive end and linebacker for the Tigers.
Great year.
Yeah, George McFarley, we saw him have a season-ending injury also at Early County, a linebacker for Eufaula. Elliott Clayton, deep snapper and a linebacker for Eufaula, tore his ACL. How many times do you see, was it 3 or 4 ACLs this year, season-ending injuries for this Tiger football team? Most of those guys were seniors. Running on down the list, Parker Simmons, we talked about Parker already, lost in the first game of the year, the 3-year starter along the offensive line, also played defensive line for Eufaula. Fredius Gooch, offensive lineman for the Tigers. Ben Holloway, also an offensive lineman for the Tigers. Dias Barnett, defensive line, as we recognize the Tiger seniors. Deadrian Goldsmith, defensive lineman, and DeMarcus Richardson, defensive lineman. Tyrick Ivory, and finally Xavier Dennis. So, as I read down that, a lot of defensive linemen and a lot of linebackers. So the Tigers have quite a bit of whole.
I think you asked Coach, what do we have coming back? Don't we have like 8 offensive players coming back?
I think on offense, it's kind of the opposite of what happened this year.
Right.
The Tigers had a lot of defensive players come back, but then and we did have a final from UMS Wright. It was UMS Wright 7-6 quarter score stream. So it'll be a rematch. It'll be Vigor and UMS. That game was a 30-14 game earlier in the season. So that game will be at Vigor next week.
It'll pretty much be a home game for both, won't it? And they're both right there in Mobile.
They are right there, but it will be. I'm not sure where that game was. I think the game was played at Vigor the first time, but by virtue of Vigor being the first seed, they'll be in the 4th seed. It'll be at Vigor.
They were the home team the first time, right?
That's right. So the 4 teams left out of the South bracket is Catholic, Central Clay, Vigor, and UMS Wright. And UMS Wright finished the season 4-6. Now they're 6-6, and in the quarterfinals of the playoffs.
Right.
So,
that region down there, you got athletes. You finished 4th seed, and some of the you compare them to some of the mid-state or upstate regions. Their 4th seed is 20 points, 21 points better than their 1 seeds coming out of some of the other areas.
There's been several times where that region would go 4-0 in the first round.
Right.
So anyway, but that'll do it for another season of Eufaula High School Tiger football. The Tigers finished the season 6-6. Bow out in the second round here to a very talented Vigor Wolves football team.
Yeah, you very well may see that semifinal matchup with them and Catholic. That's going to be they have a very good football team.
Yeah, and Central Clay and Catholic. Catholic was on the road at Central Nell tonight, so that game will be in Montgomery. Central Clay and Catholic. That would be a game worth watching as well, I believe, next week. So a couple of really good quarterfinal matchups next week.
So I wonder, Catholic, one of the sister stations for WSFA carries Catholic games. I wonder if, since they're a home game next week, if they'll be able to carry them.
Potentially, I know it's on one of the digital channels of WSFA, so we'll have to check that and see. But that would be a game worth watching. So, but that'll wrap us up. Charles Urban, we appreciate you.
Good to see you, brother.
Being back with the crew tonight, running the camera and the computer. We appreciate that. And we missed Jimmy Simmons and Doug Applin tonight.
Yes, sir.
We wish y'all the best, and I hope y'all get feeling better. And John Wayne, another good year. We appreciate you. And
it's fun.
Yep.
I love Tiger football.
That's right. So we appreciate our wives who are patient with us and let us out of the house.
That's right.
To do this. So, folks, that'll do it. Tigers go down 41-0 to the Vigor Wolves. I'm Keith Bryan, wishing you a good night and a great weekend. Until next year, go Tigers.
Go Tigers.